Hi. If you are listening to this, my name is Kylie. Welcome collection family. Remember, no spamming, no cursing, and please no sus comments. Remember to hit the like button, and subscribe if you are new. Corvette. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
Black boy joy, she wanna see the Forbes like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, you pay me what I'm owed, yeah. All this money on me. Yeah, cash rules all around me. Yeah, all this money around me. Yeah, cash rules all around me. Out of your luck, huh? I'm that go-to when she down to come through clutch, huh? Sit brown till I'm flush time. My drip, real plush, huh? Internet tea off a blue pill. Hand grip stack of the blue cheese. Turn that to a bag in a new crib. Nice big spot by the seaside. Never stressed on for a handout. Just ain't on, but I be on. Just ain't on, need to be right, yeah. Gold fronts to show the color of my soul. Cool you think you is, you got me in a mode. Where I'm from, we live and die by the code. Either that or sell your soul to get a roll. Black boy joy, she wanna see the Forbes like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, you pay me what I'm owed, yeah. All this money on me. Yeah, cash rules all around me. Yeah, all this money around me. Yeah, cash rules all around me.
All right, everybody. Good freaking morning. Happy Wednesday. We made it to the middle of the week. Thank goodness. What is good? Appreciate you guys hopping in as always. If you guys don't mind smashing that like button on the way in, I'd really appreciate that. Good morning. Welcome back to the morning radio show. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Hope everyone had an amazing Tuesday. Me personally, my Tuesday was very interesting, but we are here. Good morning, Mr. Sheridan. Dougie in the building. Amazing. Chevy Rise, Mr. Lowe's in the building. What's good? Rami. Good morning. Bobby in the building. What's good? George. Good morning. Fernando. Treyway Adobo, Stone Cold Don, JoJo Dancer, as always, in the motherfucking building. Casanova Kane, Scene Lover, what's good? Nolan, what's good? DH, good morning. Adobo, good morning. Cousin, good morning. What up, dude? Treyway, what up, man? Cushy Souls, A Rios in the building. DS Radio in the building. Good morning. Good Wash Detail. Marcel, what up? Corey, I see you. Reamer, what's good? Good morning, everybody. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Yesterday was very interesting. It's just like I haven't really had time putting out a little bit of content for you guys just because I had to deal with my freaking car, bro. My car is unfortunately, I don't know, it's been rough for the last couple days because and it sucks because it's the beginning of the year and I took my car in finally. Shout out to my boy DJ Dougie for really helping me out through this process. But I finally took my car into the dealership and they diagnosed my car and it looks like I have to remove and replace all the injectors in my freaking Accord, which kind of sucks because it's kind of an important piece in the engine. So it's like, damn, it's like, golly, bro. So I was just there just to get diagnosed exactly what was wrong with it. But yeah, that is what it's happening, is that my injectors have to be replaced. So Treyway, what up, man? Murd in the building, what's good? Steven, what up, dude? RPK, Everyday PJ, what up, dude? Did you pull the code? Because she says, love my Hondas. RPK says, better stop running that ethanol. Oh gosh, no. DH, what up, man? High low injector and big turbo, let's go. Make sure you get to that ASAP Rocky. RPK says, yeah, facts, bro. Rojo Vision, what up, man? Good morning. Find a place that cleans injectors first, probably just dirty. Rob the Beard says, sounds like a 2K job. Yeah, it was like, it's about over 2,000. I mean, it's the dealership, so it's like expensive, but I think I might find a mechanic that the homie Synergy has been helping me with, so I could save myself like a good amount of money. But yeah, it's gonna, if you let the dealership do it, it's like a $2,400 job. So it just depends what it is, W Rod. Like I've never really what's it called, worked on injectors before, so I don't really know much of it. So I just watched a couple videos of it. I was like, damn, you really gotta take that bad boy apart. Stop using cheap gas, Raffy. Do you work on good morning, Raff? What up, Mr. 843? Good morning, dude. It's Lamar from Connecticut. I am now subscribed, and I finally opened my first YouTube channel. You definitely inspired me to take a chance. Blessing. There you go, Lamar. That's what I'm freaking talking about. Lamar from Connecticut. What up, dude? Happy New Year to you. So you can save yourself $150. Facts. But the thing is like, what's it called? Like, I have to just buy the parts. The parts like the most expensive part of the car. Use an injection. I forgot to buy one. I was supposed to buy one before I went to go grab my kids yesterday, so I'm gonna go get one today. V, what up, dude? Dang, that's like a 2 pairs of Travis Scott's fragments. YouTube everything and fix it myself. Miguel says, good morning, Raph and chat. What up, dude? Save yourself $150. Injectors are an easy fix. You can do it at home. Tito says, yeah, but the thing is, I live in an apartment, so it's like I don't have enough tools to get through all the stuff that I need to. So I have to buy the injector kit. It's all 4 of them that I have to replace. So I have to replace all 4 of them. So you're on premium, RPK says. So yeah, but anyways, good morning, everybody. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Hope everyone is having a more of an interesting day or week than me. But there is a lot to really cover today. Ravi, I know I should have got the 2.0 instead of the 1.5, but like I said, during that time I didn't even know anything about anything about cars, so I wouldn't necessarily know, right? But anyways, like I said, there's really nothing going on this week. Tomorrow we finally have something, right? Tomorrow we have the slides, and I feel like a good amount of people are gonna want those slides. But other than that, like, we have absolutely 0 drops happening this week. We really, really do. Like I said, guys, like, we just gotta ease into the year. And I feel like a lot of people are just really just getting back into the groove of things, especially just like getting back from the holidays and whatnot. So there's a lot coming up, so we just gotta stay patient. I know some of you guys are probably ready to spend some money on some pairs of shoes. So but like I said, there's gonna be some stuff next week because we have the Jordan 4s dropping, flight clubs. But it just sucks because like there's not really much talk around the flight club Jordan 4s. It doesn't seem like too many people have interest into this shoe. So ain't that Thursday? Yeah, today's Wednesday, so tomorrow is Thursday. Let's see. The injectors are located under his intake manifold, so he needs help removing that. And the injectors, someone in Vegas should be able to help him. Doogie says, "Yeah, facts. Shout out my boy DJ, man. You've been a huge help, so thank you." So, Raph, are you going to be an All-Star? Am I going to be an All-Star weekend? I don't know yet. It's up in the air when it comes down to me being at All-Star weekend. I'm not 100% sure. So, passing the flight clubs. Need these Nike Mind Slides in black. All I know is the royal blue Jordan 1s. Thank you, Nike gods, for this one. I know people prefer the high 85s, but me, I'll take the regular cut. Any word on where the 17s are being dropped on January 17th? It most likely will be Sneakers app for the 17s. Might be Sneakers app. I'm not 100% certain. I feel like Nike is about to load up a bunch of shoes in the next couple days, like for next week, because there's nothing loaded up, because the Jordan 4s are releasing next week Saturday, and I think they're going to load those bad boys up next week, or this week, excuse me. So we'll see. I'm headed out for All-Star Weekend, Rami says. There you go. Need the eggplant Doernbecher 17s. I think I spelled Doernbecher wrong, didn't I? I think I spelled Doernbecher wrong on my on my title, but it's okay. That toe box on the FC4s is throwing me off, not gonna lie. I feel like if you could get them for a good discount later down the road, because they're not going for much right now, so I'm assuming the shoe's not gonna be in anyone's hit list this upcoming week. So we'll see. Funk Mod, what up, dude? But anyways, dude, like, this was news to me yesterday while I was playing basketball. It looks like, if you guys remember, I don't even know when this situation even started. Does anyone remember what year this started? So, Zadeh Kicks owner sentenced to federal prison for $80 million wired fraud and bank fraud conspiracy. Wow, dude. I'm not sure how much time he got. Hold on. I think someone posted it on Instagram. And dude, this is, I was like, I thought he was already in like jail. Hold on. Let me see who posted this, because there was a bunch of blogs that posted this, but I was gonna see if I could pull it up on Zadeh Kicks. That's what his name. Zadeh Kicks. Here we go. He posted it yesterday. I feel like he had a pretty good breakdown of the post. Let me see. Here it is. Here it is. He's lucky he didn't get more. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of money, dude. Just sentenced Zadeh Kicks founder headed to federal prison. Michael, the man behind Zadeh Kicks, had been handed a 70-month federal prison sentence for his role in a massive wire fraud and bank fraud scheme, totaling roughly $80 million, bro. Like, holy smokes. 42-year-old Oregon resident will also face 5 years of supervised release and must give over $15 million in seized assets. Golly, bro. So he got 5 years. Not bad. You get away with $80 million and only have to pay back $15 million. He'll probably get out early, Rami says. Yeah, I mean, dude, that's crazy. All right. I don't know if you guys read into this. If you want to, it was a pretty big deal yesterday. I'm not sure when this was posted, but people were like talking about this pretty heavy last night. And Rami sent it to me. A lot of people actually sent it to me on Instagram, and it's pretty crazy to think about, like $80 million. And like, I can't imagine like how many. What's it called? How many shoes he was like, and how much money he was really. I mean, $80 million, bro. Like, holy dude. I don't even know how long he's been doing this. I'm in the wrong game. He's gonna come out of jail farting differently. What up, just sipping on rap? I'm just some iced coffee. I mean, he is in prison. His manhood might get robbed, John Brown says. Ryan Jacobs, what up, man? I heard federal prison's not bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is insane, bro. The amount of money that they have to deal with, it's just insane, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like, I mean, did you guys see that video I made yesterday on Urban Necessities? That was the video I told you guys I was, like, debating on and whether or not I should post it. But that was the video I was kind of telling you guys about. And this was the video right here. Hold on. Hold on. That's going to be super, super loud. Wait. I said consigners asking Urban Necessities their money back in 2026. And you guys seen that guy that kind of crashed out at the jewelry store? And I was like, I cropped him out and I added him into the picture. I thought it was kind of funny. But you guys didn't know that Urban Necessities is officially like closed down. Like, it's no longer open. They're officially done. Like, I haven't really been down there to the strip around Caesar's Palace in a long time, and I heard they're officially closed down. It's done. Sold everything that's in that store. Even the last time I was there, like, they barely had anything in there. Like, there was nothing in that store. There was like maybe like 3 rows of shoes, and that's it. What up, Tito Kicks? What up, dude? So no, he's most likely going to low security Federal aka County Club. He got caught for doing the cool grade 11s pre-sales, resold over 100,000 pairs, and didn't have any. What up, Tito Kicks? What? That's insane. That business deal went so bad. Yeah, facts, bro. It's just like, bro, like, there's always something behind like major reseller stores, bro. Like, there always has to be something, man. Like, especially like if a lot of these like guys are like making millions of dollars, like, bro, there's got to be something, bro. There's got to be something behind closed doors with some of these businesses. I mean, you're talking about selling sneakers, chat. Like, this is not selling jewelry. This is not like a car dealership. We're talking about shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, the amount of like, there could be, you know what? He must been doing something other than just selling sneakers by like stealing people's money and shit, dude. You know? So I don't know. I mean, we're dealing with shoes, bro. We're dealing with sneakers at the end of the day. Yeah, you can make a lot of money, but like, there's always got to be something behind those closed doors to like what the people don't know, how they're just generating a lot of this money. You know what I'm saying? So it's a cold world out there, chat. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep your keep your heads up, and because a lot of people get scammed a lot, dude. Like, especially in the sneaker space, like, and we kind of talked about this and kind of covered it, where like there's a lot of Instagram sneaker pages nowadays, right? Like, I mean, it's 2026 now. I mean, there's plenty of resellers out there that are just constantly creating pages and wanting to be resellers. And so at some point, like, a lot of people, I'm not saying that everybody, and certain people, not every reseller is a bad business, but there's a lot of sellers out there that start to get a little desperate, you know what I'm saying? So all I gotta say is, like, moving forward, even if like even when there's like a lot of hot drops going on and everyone's constantly buying, it's like, yo, I don't want to pay these prices, I don't want to pay these fees. I'm just gonna go on Instagram to see if anybody's selling it at a really good price. Like, if it's too good to be true, like, don't do it. Like, there's too many people that like just FOMO so quick, and they go ahead and just bite on the price because it sounds right to them. You know, it's convenient to them, right? It's convenient to them. It's like, okay, I don't have to pay fees. Like, I have to pay just maybe a little bit of $15 shipping, and that's it. And then you end up getting scammed. Like, too many people, like, if you don't know, right? If you don't know the person and they only say, oh yeah, I only take Cash App and Venmo, like, you're already setting yourself up, buddy. You're already setting yourself up to failure. You're going to scam. You're going to get scammed. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody is like that, but it's like, because we've kind of talked about this before, where like people buy followers on Instagram, bro. People buy followers. They could have like 100,000 followers on Instagram, but only get like 3 likes on each of their posts and no comments. That should already be a red flag. Okay? Like, in 2026, if you can't figure that out, like, I don't know what to tell you. Okay? It could be vice versa. Like, they could have a fair amount of followers, right? And then they get like 5, 6, 10,000 likes on a freaking Instagram post with like freaking 2 comments or maybe none. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta know the red flags around those type of things, because it definitely happens, bro. It definitely happens, man. So that's why I only buy from sites and verified authenticity. And I always tell people that is that, like, bro, like, you might as well just pay the fee. Like, if you are bitching and complaining, if a lot of these resellers locally are taxing, no one is forcing you to buy that price. Like, go somewhere else. Maybe stay patient. Instead of kind of bitching and complaining, maybe you should just sell some of the stuff that you don't wear, and you could go get it maybe and pay the premium price. I don't know. You know, there's always ways around it where you could feel comfortable on buying a certain shoe that you want, you know? So, Bluebird, what up? They buy pre-made accounts with followers. Absolutely. That's why only Vig's on StockX, Tito says. Good morning, Bluebird. Good morning. What up, Jinx? What up, dude? Good morning. Raph, any news on the Kobe Clark's restock? I think that's just only in store, right? That was like the rumor is that it was only in store for that. So, but once again, 2026, bro, there's going to be a lot of heat, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of shoes this year where, like, people are, like, sitting at their desk or sitting on their phone, and they're seeing the stream, and they're seeing all these people hitting on the shoes that they want but them. And that's when people start to FOMO a little bit, and they start to get desperate. But sometimes, bro, like, if you can't hit on a shoe for retail, sometimes you just got to move on. I think that's just the best. You know, that's just best. Stay patient and get unions for retail from Union. Exactly. Imagine all those people that are paying like $500-$600 on Union Air Jordan 1 highs, and then now you could get them literally from on whether if it's retail or close to retail, or you get it directly from Union. But at the end of the day, it's like no one would have known that. Can't believe we're getting bread 4s again. Facts. Morning, Rap. How you doing, dog? Ready for the Niners game this weekend? Absolutely. So the homie Bra Vicious is going to the game with Pete the Greek on Sunday, which is going to be very interesting. It's the very first time that the homie Pete the Greek and Rob Vicious are going to meet for the first time, and they're going to the football game together. Keep it moving, Sneaker Nurse says. Facts. I paid $125 for Unions and wore once. Wow. That Union still isn't working for me, George says. Yeah, I think it's Jover, bro, honestly. What's good, Collection fam? This would be a good year to be highly selective and cure yourself from FOMO. Last year should have given us the blueprint. Nothing sells out and everything is available. Shouts to my boy Jim Rat in the freaking building. I appreciate you once again. I'll be at the game. Go Birds. Kicking with SB says, yeah, have fun, bro. Stay safe, man. And it sucks because like Rob Vicious is sitting at the home side. I was like, bro, why would you like buy tickets on the home side? Like, you're basically setting yourself up, bro. You really are setting yourself up, man. But anyways, but if anybody wants to look into this, it's literally all over the blogs. A lot of people have been kind of talking about this, and people are still sending me this, even though not everybody is kind of like tapped into the streams, which is fine. But like I said, chat, like if you guys are interested, what's it called? If you guys are interested, it's all over the freaking Twitter, Instagram, and stuff like that. So, okay, so I want to ask you guys this real quick. All right, I'm getting tired of the sneaker space. I feel like 47-year-old clout chasers. But no one in my area or my age cares what anyone is wearing. I keep telling myself I'm not in high school, Dougie says. Man, it doesn't even matter what the age is, bro. Like, just wear what you like, man. Like, there's some people out there that are like, even the young generation, just think that there's an age limit of what you can't and can wear. It's like, bro, who cares? Like, you just wear what you like. If you're 60, wear Jordans. If you like Jordans, then wear Jordans, bro. Who cares, bro? Like, I don't know. I think it's dumb. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, there's a limit, but there's not. You just wear what you like, man. Who cares what people say? You know what I'm saying? Mike Konos, what up, man? Puma Link, what up, dude? Good morning, Raul. Ghost watching from the office today. What up, bread and butter? Good morning, Nami. Rob is trying to jinx the home team. Facts, bro. All right, I want to go through this real quick. All right, here we go. So apparently, okay, shouts to AD Sneaks. He said the undefeated Air Jordan 4s are overrated. I gotta listen to this real quick. I didn't listen to it yesterday.
Undefeated foreign sneaker of the year conversations, and that's where I feel like the overrated talk really comes from, at least for me. For sneaker of the year conversations, personally I think it's less about history, but it's more about impact. I personally don't feel like this shoe really changed the conversation much around sneakers. It just reminded people of one that's already existed for 20 plus years. But one of the biggest issues that I saw with the shoe was the quality. The materials were okay, but the shoe just didn't feel elevated compared to a normal general release shoe of a Jordan 4. I get the historical significance of the shoe, but personally it feels just like another retro.
Undefeated 4s are not overrated. In fact, I barely feel like they're rated fairly enough. Everybody finally got to get a pair of shoes that they've been wanting for years and years and years that don't cost a car. Given the historical context of the shoe, they're already amazing. I think the one thing that people try to ding the shoe on is defects, which, if we're being honest, exists on all of these shoes because they're all just made in the same factories, right? I think it's the only thing that took over the timeline for months and months, other than Awake 5s and Tom Sachs coming back, which both of those were negative. And to be honest, it's just a great shoe. I mean, I would put it at top 1 if it wasn't for Yu-Gi-Oh! 95, so we'll see.
Chat. Is the Air Jordan 4 undefeateds overrated? I gotta get you guys' thoughts. Okay. Listen. Are the Air Jordan 4 undefeateds, okay, overrated? Hot take. Hot take. Rahus, what up, man? Good morning, chat. What up, Rahus? I'm gonna say this real quick, okay? I'm gonna rewatch this, okay? One more time.
Had the undefeated foreign sneaker of the year conversations, and that's where I feel like the overrated talk really comes from, at least for me. For sneaker of the year conversations, personally I think it's less about history, but it's more about impact. I personally don't feel like this shoe really changed the conversation much around sneakers. It just reminded people of one that's already existed for 20 plus years. But one of the biggest issues that I saw,
like, I get it that it's not more of an impact, but the thing it is an impact. I think this Air Jordan 4 undefeated was huge. Nothing against AD Sneaks' opinion. I personally don't think the Air Jordan 4 undefeated is overrated. I think when it comes to, most of the time when it comes to sneaker culture, what you hear about is all about history. Like, people have to realize that not everybody was around when the Air Jordan 4 undefeated release. 2, I totally get it that the quality issue on the Air Jordan 4 undefeated is not as good as I thought it was going to be, right? Like, the quality issues, sure. I think Jordan Brand and Nike should have been done a better job on really executing this drop at a high level, which is fine. I mean, they released the shoe, right? They released the shoe, and they released the shoe to, they made so many pairs is what I'm trying to say, right? The rollout on the undefeated Air Jordan 4 was really, really good, but you have to understand, like, people like myself wasn't really around sneakers during that time, but history takes a huge part in sneakers, bro, especially for this one. I mean, it's the very first Air Jordan collab that we've ever seen. So I get that he's like, it doesn't have impact, but it really does. History rise to remind people, sure. But at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, I personally think that the Air Jordan 4 undefeated 100% made a huge impact in the sneaker space when it did drop. Like, they literally took a shoe that no one did not expect that Jordan Brand and Nike would re-retro. That's a huge, like, that's like, huh? Like, you feel me? Like, I get it, because no offense on AD Sneaks, he's all about the storyline. He's all about the impact of certain brands and certain like individuals, like because nowadays in my personal opinion, in this space of sneakers, when people talk about impact, I feel like it goes based off like something new, right? If it's like, I feel like if it's something new and not everybody really talks about it, for instance, like everyone talks about Travis Scott, there's Ama Manir, you know, the bigger brands, and the hype stuff, that's what people talk about. But in some influencers, I feel like that's how they view impact in a way. I don't know if that makes any sense, chat. Like if it's something new, it's like, okay, they impacted the space because, you know, no one really knew what the brand was, or like no one really knew who they were, and they literally started dropping collabs with certain brands, and they made an impact because now everyone's starting to like these sneakers, you know. But me personally, like I think Undefeated Air Jordan 4 is definitely not underrated. Like I just don't think it is. You know, it's literally history. This is very facts. Most people don't care about history. Sure, cushy. Like some people, you know, there's some people that don't really care about the history or the story behind the sneaker. They just care strictly if they like a sneaker or not. You know, it's like, do I like it or do I not like it? You know what I'm saying? Like whenever it comes to a shoe that doesn't really look like the best looking sneaker, a lot of people still appreciate the story behind the shoe, which I could get, you know what I mean? There's some shoes that are not really good looking to everybody. It doesn't appeal to everybody, but it's still, people appreciate the story behind the sneaker, and I get that. But at the end of the day, if we're talking about an Undefeated 4, like it's like, come on, bro, like that's the very first collaborated drop that Jordan's ever done. Like that's a tough shoe to even say like, yeah, this shoe is overrated. Like I don't think it is, bro. Monaraf, late to the stream. What I missed, Danny V says the Jordan 17 Low Infinite Archives is underrated. Base Maryland says, who cares if people know the history? The history is there to people and want the extra level of appreciation. That too. And not only that is that, like, I promise you, in this new generation, like, right, of people that weren't really around during that time of sneakers, even after that, you know, it's not all about like, okay, what's nice, because a lot of the new generation today that don't really know about sneakers are going to take black hats over the Undefeated Air Jordan 4. That's just a fact. I think that, I mean, if you guys call me crazy, but I think that's a fact. But them re-retroing the Air Jordan 4 Undefeated, I think that's okay, because then it's just like, then a lot of the new sneakerheads that are in the space can start to learn, okay, like, what's everyone going crazy on these Undefeated Air Jordan 4s about? What's all of this about? You know, and then that's when people start to learn about the history about the sneaker. You know, and that's okay too, bro. That's all right too. It's like, yo, man, like, you never heard about the Undefeated Air Jordan 4, bro? That's crazy, man. Like this. Hey, man, listen. Hey, it is the very first collaborated shoe that Jordan Brand did, and you know, and it's the Undefeated Air Jordan 4. You know, so go back and glad and leave the intros alone. GG, thank you so much for the 21-month re-up. Good morning, collection fam. Shouts to GG. Thank you so much for the 21-month re-up. I appreciate that. What up, Deadly Venom? Good morning. What up, dude? Good morning, good morning, morning. But that's how I feel about it. I mean, nothing against AD Sneaks. That's his opinion. You know, I feel like he definitely has a different view of sneakers. You know, and I totally get it. Everybody's different. Everybody's going to see eye to eye when it comes to like, when it comes to sneakers and how they feel about a certain shoe and whatnot. And, you know, so, Deli, hope you're feeling better. I didn't even know he was sick. That's because the Black Hat has more history to them. They were around when they went for $800. Now, it's not only that, Tito. It's an all-black sneaker, bro. All-black Air Jordan 4 suede sneaker. It goes with basically everything, you know, versus like a green and orange shoe where like you're not really wearing that shoe every single day, you know. But does all the new sneakerheads don't know about this? Like, I'm pretty sure they know now, but like I'm sure some of them did know. So it's better off just snapping. That's crazy. Right, my cousin's birthday. His name is Anthony. Can you shout him out? I appreciate it. What up, Anthony? What up, dude? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? But I'm not gonna lie. Like, once again, everyone has different perspectives on in different views on certain sneakers, and sometimes I'll disagree and sometimes I agree. I just feel like not going towards 80 sneaks, but it's just in general, like, I feel like the influence in sneakers is a little bit different nowadays. I don't know about you guys, but I feel that way. Like, versus how it was back in the day with, like, you know, Tony D2 Wild, with Bullet RC, Kicks. Like, when I was watching YouTube and influencers back in the day, it was like, hey, I'm picking up this pair. Even with Asics, like, Asics was hot during the time when I first started watching YouTube. It wasn't all about, like, hey, yeah, this shoe is like, you know, this is different, way better than, you know, Air Jordans, or like, you know, it's like, it was like, it's either that you love the shoe or you didn't like the sneaker. It was a shoe. Okay, well, let's take this, let's bring the shoe out, let's just talk about it, review it, and just move on with our day. But nowadays, it's like a lot of sneakers and collaborators are more criticized nowadays than it was before. Like, it's not all about, like, oh, what you like. It's what, let's talk about more about the sneaker. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about you know, the sneaker influencers nowadays. Like, they're definitely all about, like, okay, what's the story? Like, okay, let's express the story a little bit more, which is fine, which is okay. You know what I'm saying? Raph, I agree with him. One of the reasons is a lot of people that wanted it because it was limited, not for the actual history or the impact it has in sneaker history. Okay, Bluebird. Okay, so sure. But the thing is, a lot of people wanted this shoe, Bluebird, because not everybody couldn't get their hands on it, though. Isn't that fair to say that, of course, like, if Jordan Brand is gonna massively produce a sneaker that was, first thing is foremost, like, limited to begin with, wouldn't the entire sneaker culture, not sneaker culture, sneaker space end up wanting a shoe, something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people wanted the shoe necessarily because it was limited. It's because they couldn't get their hands on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just couldn't. It's like, okay, I want the shoe if it's widely available. I don't even care what the price is. Like, I get my hands on the undefeated Air Jordan 4. You feel me? Like, you could say the same thing. Let me tell you, Bloober. Let me ask you this, though. It's kind of the same thing how I kind of talked about the other day as well, right? Are these some of the influencers, are they just liking the shoe because they're getting sent to the, is it because it's getting sent to them for free? Or is it because they really like the sneaker? Remember, I remember we kind of talked about this, right? Or do they really genuinely like the sneaker? Or is it because, you know, a lot of these brands are sending them the shoe, showing love, and they're just appreciating the shoe because they like it, because they have to say nice things about it because someone sent it to them, versus someone that wanted a shoe because it was first limited, but they want it now because it's widely available. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's I kind of touched on into this topic yesterday. You know, a little bit, because as an influencer, you know, it's like, okay, well, if someone sent me something, of course I'm gonna at least say some nice things about it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this shoe is crap, trash. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I saying limited means they couldn't get their hands on it, Tito says. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was limited to begin with, but like, okay, but everybody, now that it's widely available, do you think that people don't want it no more because it's not limited? No, people still wanted it. That's what, maybe my wording was a little bit wrong on that one, because I feel like now that the undefeated Air Jordan 4 was like widely available, it didn't stop people from, you know, not buying the shoe because it wasn't limited. Because the undefeated Air Jordan 4, in my opinion, wasn't limited. It was widely available. It was like, they released that shoe, there was a ton of W's. I'm not saying that everybody hit, but there was a lot of people that freaking hit. But once a shoe that was limited, okay, a shoe that's now widely available, didn't stop anybody from buying the shoe. So that's why I love Nightwing. Can't lie. Man says his mind no matter who sent him the shoe. 101 podcast says. I feel you, bro. I feel that. I don't listen to people who has no sauce. Influence leading in the sneaker space, Tito says. But like I said, we agree to disagree. That's fine. I just wanted to see your guys' opinion about like that take from 80. Shout out my boy 80 Sneaks once again. Thinks the Air Jordan 4 Undefeateds are overrated. I hit 2 pairs somehow. Cushy says. Nike Glazing. Nike made a grail available to the people. Thank you, Nike. Kane says. Yeah, but I mean they knew that people would buy it though, which is really smart marketing wise. Like, is really, really smart of them to do that. Really, really smart. Because like I said, no one knew exactly, this would actually happen. I didn't know that. How many times have you rocked these? Tito says. I've only rocked my undefeated Air Jordan 4 once. So influence dictate the market. If you personally want it, cop it. Some people were expecting resale to go crazy. That wasn't it. Wasn't it? Now they salty. I mean, you can't really say influencers are like salty that the market is down on the shoe. Like, I don't. It's more of like, you mean like resellers. Like, listen, okay. I'm okay with the shoe going down. I don't care about what the resale market looks like, bro. And I'm an influencer myself, okay? As long as I hit 1 pair of these pairs of sneakers, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I think it's more like the resellers. But the thing is, like, the quality was pretty bad on this shoe. Quality issues on this sneaker was pretty bad. But, I mean, that's not every single shoe was bad, right? Maybe you got me personally, I got lucky with a good pair. Right? I'm sure a lot of you guys in here got lucky with a good pair, and some people unfortunately didn't really have a good pair. So I hit on Undefeated thanks to this channel. Yes, sir, Philly. Nike brought back so many great shoes last year. That is the UNC Reimagined 1 and Black Toe 1 went so under retail. I've worn my Undefeated 4s twice. King says. There we go. I mean, it's a green and orange shoe, so it is definitely a difficult shoe to kind of rock, but it's fine. CPFM stimulus coming. Snake Spence says, oh my gosh, here you go. What up, Snakes? What up, Yeti? I got a nice pair of 490. He says you're 101 though. A lot of influencers are also resellers. Yeah, sure, not everybody is, right? Like, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you can't fully just blame like the influencers online. Everybody has an opinion for certain shoes, and that's just how it goes. Again, I do believe it meant a lot of some people, but appreciation and history kind of gets lost with resale and all. Sure. I mean, I agree, Bluebird. I agree with that. There's a lot of yes and no's on that statement, and that is, and that statement is 100% true. Because at the end of the day, right, not everybody cares about the history and the story about the shoe, which sometimes, people will say like, yeah, it's important. It's very important. You know what I'm saying? So, resellers killed the game. 9080 Soul says resellers killed the game. I don't know. Like, I feel like the thing is like reselling has been around for so long, bro. Like, I feel like it's like part of the game for sneakers. I know I hate to say it, but it's literally a part of the sneaker space. As much as some people just hate it, right? But it literally is a part of the sneaker game. It's been like that for so many years. So many years, bro. So many years. It's more exposed on social media than it was before, but a lot of people were still selling on eBay, obviously before even GoDaddy and StockX was even a thing locally, but like now that social media has definitely grown throughout the years, a lot more people are obviously get influenced to be, to be a reseller, and now it's a lot more exposed into the social media where people just really just hate resellers, bro, at the end of the day. But like, I feel like it's been a part of the game for so long, you know. Marcus Jordan killed the game. Snake Spence says reselling is a part of the game of life, gang. I treat reselling like a side hustle. My welding job is my my main income. Only time I pull trigger on multiple pairs is if I know the shoe is going to do well. Anything else is a personal wearing. I want to A1 Soul says. I feel like a lot of people do that, where like they kind of do it on the side, you know. It's not having the reselling conversation this year. That conversation is played out. I mean, whenever, yeah, sure, but like whenever people start to complain about it, is it, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, sure, you know what I'm saying? Because then people just feel like, oh, well, reselling is this, reselling is that, reselling is this. But yeah, I get it. Like I said, I said this yesterday. It's like, oh, same conversation, different day. Trade and resell have been around for thousands of years. Salute, what up, Killama? What up, dude? Rab, what releases are you looking forward for 2026? Honestly, you know, some Kobe's. There's some Kobe's this year that I kind of want. I'm not sure. It's really, really early to tell exactly what's going to be dropping this year fully. And I said this yesterday, like there's like 80% of the sneakers that we have not even seen that's dropping this year, and it's finally getting, you know, getting announced in the last couple days that there's more shoes getting added on. So I don't know. Giving free sneakers to celebs drives me drives me insane. There's no need to complain, like you explained. It's part of the game and it's not going anywhere. Facts, 100% ain't going nowhere. But like I said, it's okay if anyone wants to speak their mind. I get it, you know, because we're gonna hear it all the time, right? Like especially on big drops, it's like, oh, you guys resellers, you guys buying a resell, whoop, like whatever. And on Pearl, KD6 will be outside. Snake Spence says, I'm telling you, Nike basketball, they're trying to make a huge comeback, and they see that a lot of people are interested in Nike basketball, and they're pushing a lot of these older models, a lot of these older colorways in this year. And I feel like, you know what, I you know, it's funny how we talk about people are sick and tired of the resellers, but hey, man, listen, people are going to get sick and tired of Nike basketball here soon. And that's what people are going to dictate, you know, get a little bit of validation of like, okay, well, am I going to hate on, you know, on Nike basketball, or am I going to like it? You know, there's a lot of basketball shoes dropping this year, and I'm all for it. I personally get what I like, and I get what the hype to pay my expensive hype. And you know what? I'm going to say this right now, chap. There's nothing wrong to like a hype sneaker. Nothing wrong with that. You know, because at the end of the day, that's not why, but that gets the people going, bro. That literally gets the people going. You think Nike doesn't want any of their stuff hype? They love the hype. You know who's the biggest hype beast? Nike. All the brands are. They're a bunch of hype beasts. They want everybody hyped. They want everybody to be a bunch of hype beasts for their brand. They want to. And it's okay to get hyped over a sneaker that you like, dude. There's nothing wrong with that. It's all about it. You got to make smart decisions in this shoe game. One dumb decision can cost you your face card and financials. 101 podcast. I can't be mad at reason, but I am being mad at the backdooring and bots. I mean, that's not going to stop, though. You know, that's not going to stop at all. We wear Nike basketball on the streets in 2026. You're bringing back the 2014 swag, huh? Everyone bring back the 2014 trend where basketball shoes were obviously accepted. I mean, it's still accepted now, but people still think it's weird, but I don't think it does. Like, literally Nike basketball or basketball shoes in general were worn casually back then all the time, and nobody cared. Bro, people were wearing skinny jeans with basketball shoes. Ain't nobody said anything. But now, if you wore, like, skinny jeans with basketball shoes, yeah, people judging nowadays, bro. I'm trading all my shoes for Pokemon cards, Rahu says. Man, you're addicted now, huh, Ra? You're addicted to Pokemon cards again? I'm selling all my shoes for gold, Cushy says. That's how you make money, absolutely. Always be reasonable with pricing. That's how you keep the people coming back. Sell lower than the market where you still make profit. People will love you, A1 says. Don't give what you can control energy. You can't control backdooring and reselling. Facts. Basketball shoes and khakis. Mr. Hollywood says, facts, bro. Skinny jeans and basketball shoes all in 2026. Is it possible to wear skinny jeans if you're not skinny? Rami says, yeah. I've seen big boys wear skinny jeans. Hey, man, listen. Am I judging? No. If you do it, Rami, I'm definitely judging you, though. I'm kidding. Puma link for the 10-month re-up. His 6 pairs of Gammas sold 5. Got mine free. My resale. Puma link says for the 10-month re-up. There you go. I grew up in this 90s skinny jeans on dudes or I'll never understand. LMAO. I used to wear skinny jeans. I mean, they were not fully skinny where like I couldn't breathe out of my legs. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to, but like I don't wear it anymore. I still wear Kobe's casually, but that's because I work in IT and at fitness gym. I can do that. There you go, one-on-one podcast. I grew up in the 90s skinny jeans on dudes or fade. I'll never understand. It's not possible for Rami, though. Them shit's going to look like spandex, Rahu says. Rob bought skinny jeans, and they still loose. That's so crazy. Rap, when you going to cop a quarter zip? I ain't wearing. Listen, I'm not falling for it, bro. Okay, I'm definitely not falling for it, dude. I told my dad again, we had this conversation when he was in town. I was like, Pops, remember what I told you, that quarter zips are back. I was like, you have plenty of quarter zips. He was like, yeah. He's like, everyone's wearing them again. I was like, yeah, quarter zips are a thing. I don't think they're considering skinny on big boys. Casanova Kane says. It's like one of those things like, hey, yo, if I see Rami wearing some skinny jeans, it'd be like, yo, Rami, I might need my jeans back, bro. All right, understand your jeans are still in the dryer and they didn't get dried enough or fast enough, but I need my jeans back. Little sister jeans, Moonlight says. What happened to wear what you like and you shame skinny jeans? W Rod says, yeah, on Rami. There's skinnies and there's slims. Not get the too confused. Skinny jean equal mama toes. Oh my gosh, I got it. That's crazy. Baby Gap jeans. Too legit says. What up, Rob Vicious? What's good, dude? The sky gay a bit bluer and the grass is greener when you rock a quarter zip. Tito says. Yeah, what is it like? People are like, oh yeah, get your quarter zips and what was the other one? Matcha. Get some matcha. Ryan's only going to be anything in our life. Full zip or nothing for me, man, since day one. Kilima says. Kane's as wild, bro. Why the undefeated up there? Oh, we're just kind of talking about it. There was a conversation that got pulled up
The undefeated
from 80 Sneaks and Nice Kicks. 80 Sneaks just says that undefeated Air Jordan 4s are overrated. That was it. That was the conversation. That's why the undefeated 4s were up there. Just wanted to get everyone's opinion and whatnot and ask you guys whether or not if it's really overrated. So skinny jeans can't go back to the baggy jeans. I've been wearing Kobe's casually for decades and I'm not going to stop now, Base Maryland says. We ain't nothing but mammals. Skinny jeans, might as well not wear pants and just paint your legs blue. Yeah, skinny jeans, things get a little tight in that area. That widgy isn't fun. Look absolutely fire because of Cousin says they are overrated. Yeah, the dude is bugging respectfully. Joe says, yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's his opinion and that's fine, you know. So if you're not old enough, it's possible to have jeans and skinny jeans in the same cost. I have no clue they were talking about a sweater when they said quarter zips. Rahu says it's crazy how someone posts how things should be and most people follow. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, people are going to agree and people are going to disagree. It's like someone says one of the most iconic shoes ever. Only people crying are those who drop 5 figures on them. Sneaker of the year for me. I never dreamed I would be able to own shoes or own these. I don't care if it's a retro. The numbers were still low. Like I said, I'm still in the shock that they're in my collection. They're still undefeated in my opinion. It's overrated, but still paid $265 after taxes and shipping. Boy, that is a nice shoe. Enjoy it already. And I think at the end of the day, right? I think some people have to understand, especially with social media. Okay, not everybody is on social media. All right? Remember, like even the old school guys, bro, even the old school guys that have been rocking and buying shoes for years, that were outside, lined up, you know, for Jordan 12s. I mean, don't even have to be all the hype stuff. Like, you have to understand a lot of these guys are not tech savvy and kind of paying attention what is going on in the sneaker space to understand that everyone will be outside for a sneaker if they like this shoe. For instance, like Gamma Blue 11s, like that was probably the biggest GR of 2026, right? It comes to show you that so many people wanted that shoe, right? It was still hype back in 2013. So many people wanted that shoe as well. I mean, like I said, it just depends on your area, right? Like people would say the same thing now for the Gamma Blues drop. It's like, well, Raph, they're still sitting in my area. Well, it just depends on your area, but majority of the people wanted Gamma Blue 11s, right? It wasn't, I mean, in some parts, yes, it was going for resale, but at the end of the day, no one really knew that the market was going to be for what it did, you know, for the Gammas. So I just feel like not everybody's all about in looking in depth of what people feel about certain shoes. There's a ton of people, don't get me wrong, that are definitely get influenced by certain people's opinions for sure, you know, but some people just don't care, man. That's why we kind of talked about this, how like our top 10 sneaker of the year list, right? The top 10 sneaker of the year list that we talked about the other day. Okay? You don't really see like Adidas jellyfishes. You don't see a New Balance on here. Like you don't see an Unheard Of. You don't see a John Geiger on here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it just depends on, I guess, the community. Like, you know, obviously this is your guys voting, but like I said again, these are a lot of these shoes on this list are shoes that everyone had an opportunity to grab besides maybe these, but people just genuinely appreciate the breads and the 85 cut. But like all the other shoes, everyone had a chance on the sneaker. But if you go back, if I go back on the listing of all your guys' votes, don't get me wrong, like those shoes, like jellyfishes, some Kobe's, New Balances, Unheard Of's, you know, CPFMs, Vans this year, right? Like those, there was a lot of people putting those you know, shoes on their list, but unfortunately it just didn't make it. But yes, those shoes were still in a lot of people's listing. This was just an overall like voting, you know. I picked up a lot of pairs of 2025 going off only shoes I got W's on. My top 3 are Mocha 4s, Undefeated 4s, and the Tokyo 5s. My shoes, my list. Yeah. It's all about opinions, man. It's all about opinions. Notice no Tokyo 5s on the list. A lot of people don't care about the history. Well, Tita, I'll tell you this, that Tokyo 5s made a top 20 for sure. Like, they made it, I think they made the top 15. If I go count back, or if I go count back, like, Tokyo 5s definitely made top 15. What up, Savage? What up, dude? Good morning. What up? What's good? But anyways, we'll see what happens this year. You know what? I feel like there's certain shoes that people might low-key like once they release, you know, this year. I feel like low-key that the J Balves are, I feel like a lot of people are going to like those. So, but me personally, it's a big pass. All right, here we go, chat. Another collab. I don't know what it is with Jordan Brand, but they love Alma Manier, bro. Okay, so exclusive APB Air Jordan 11 Retro Low is expected to release fall of 2026. APB, Alma Manier, Social Status, basically all the same, like in the same tree. But it looks like APB is going to get their collaborated drop this year with the Jordan 11 Low. All right. APB. Anybody fan of APB? I'm sure a lot of you guys don't ever hit on APB. Well, sometimes. People are going to want the J Balvin's more once they announce it's limited, W Rod says. First Jordan 11 collab. Rami says. Yeah. And it's a low. It's a low, though. If they drop the Royals and they not 85 cut, they're probably going to sit. Air Jordan 11, though. Wow. Base Maryland says, yeah, it's a low, though. Once again, it's not a high. It's a low, which is very interesting. You know what I'm saying? We haven't really, like, this is the first ever. I'm trying to think if there has been any Jordan 11 collabs, and I don't think there has. None. This is like the very first one. Like, publicly. What a Braveheart. So, very interesting to see. But, like I said, this is not dropping until the fall season. So, this is not dropping until the fall season. So, we're not even going to know how the shoe is going to look like. Probably not until the summer. So, I didn't, did you do OVO 11? No, I don't think so. They said 11s were untouchable. Well, once again, this is an 11 low. It's not 11 high. I don't think they'll ever do a collaborated drop with 11 high. So, CD Pack wasn't necessarily a collab. It was more of like a dedicated, like, it was more of a city exclusive. It wasn't a collaborated, like another company or a brand didn't collaborate with the 11 city pack. It was just for what it is. I didn't do 11 lows. Can't do 11 lows. Space Jam 11 lows is the only one I ever copped. Dude, I've had Bread lows when they first originally dropped. Georgetown lows. Concord lows. UNC lows. There's a few others that I've had. What about the OVO Pink 11s? Are those friends and family? Yeah, we're talking about like a public release, you know. I could see the APB stamp where the 23 is usually at. I don't know. I'm pretty sure, like, depending, I guess it's just all going to depend on the colorway. Then it's probably going to sell out. Like, I think it's going to be widely available. When this ends up dropping, they're going to drop a ton of pairs on them. I personally think so. They're going to drop a ton of 11 lows, in my personal opinion, when that comes down to it. Especially if they're dropping them during the fall season. Yeah, you're 100% going to get a massive produced, shoe with that one. And I feel like this was talked about a whole lot. I know it's on my thumbnail. We haven't talked about it yet. I want to get your guys' opinions on this. So we have the upcoming release date officially on January 17th for $230. We have the Air Jordan 17 Retro Doernbecher. So I did spell Doernbecher right. Anybody interested in this? I feel like a lot of people want this. When this was posted, oh man, this a lot of people were showing mad love on this shoe. I'm not a 17 guy. But if anybody likes this shoe, this is set to release next week, Saturday. Wanted to get your guys' thoughts and opinions about this. How y'all feel about the Doernbecher 17? Is it a cop or is it a drop? Obviously the bottom of the shoe is glow in the dark, which is pretty cool. But I'm not a 17 guy. This will respectfully be a pass for me. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this one. Need the 17s, cop, Jordan 11s. What up, Rap? What up, Chalupa? Fuego. Need these. Please, Rap. Go for a size 13, W Rod says. Yeah, those are crazy. 17s are trash. Please pass and I'll cop. Cop, drop, must cop. These are going to be limited too. Doernbechers are normally limited, especially on the Jordan side. So I'm expecting this shoe not to be an easy scoop. These will 100% sell out, by the way. Like, some people will say, oh no, nobody wears 17. Bro, people are going to want these. Yeah, W Rod, I think I'm already going for someone else's size on these. I gotta touch up and see what's going on with these with whoever asked me. I forgot who asked me, but I'll let you know, W Rod. Not a 17 guy either, but these are fire. I like the colorway. The colorway is not bad. I really do like the touch on the bottom of the shoe, how they glow in the dark, but these are cool. These are alright. Just not a 17 person, but they do drop on the 17. Limited or not, that's ass. I like the honesty. Those are going to be crazy hard to get. 100%, dude. These are definitely going to be tough. You know, Doernbecher's 100%. They all sell out all the time. I don't think I've seen a Doernbecher, you know, say, especially on a Jordan. Like it's they normally sell out. So I think my last favorite Doernbecher. I don't remember the last Doernbecher that I actually liked. I don't remember which one I liked. It's been a while. For me, it's size 10. Jay says 100% bought it. I don't want to glow in the dark. I mean, it's not like people are gonna see it, bro, unless you like wear it at night. You know what I mean? It's like it's not a big deal. Those would be cool to ball in. They need to restrain the Jordan 17 in the white and red colorway. All the automotive influence I really like. Muscab. There you go, David. The DMV wear 17s. Y'all remember that when they had the origin try to say they like 17s? Romero. What up, Cleveland? What's good, dude? Those would be cool to ball in. Yeah, I mean, I've never balled in 17s, nor I've never owned a 17, so I wouldn't really necessarily know. I've never hit on the sneakers, so I will have my eyes on the lowest price I'm comfortable with, just in case. Yeah, so like I feel like there's a lot of underrated shoes that's dropping this month. It's just people are being very selective in the next couple months because February, March, April, it's in May, it's all gonna be stacked months. Like after this month is over, dude, it's like go go go. Like you guys are gonna see a lot of drops in February, unexpected drops, and obviously during All-Star Weekend. So it's gonna be a pretty big drop, month for February. I still believe that they're gonna do a soft drop on the Union Jordan 1 highs in February out there in All-Star Weekend, maybe before or maybe after, in Union LA. And you guys are gonna have an opportunity if anybody's in LA to grab some of these shoes. So just keep an eye out. Who knows if there's going to be a sneakers pass, sneaker stash where you specifically have to be at a certain location for it. But just be prepared that there's going to be a lot of surprise drops next month during All-Star Weekend as well. So just keep that in mind. Casanova Kane for the 5 gifted. Appreciate that, Cass. Shambo Boy Casanova Kane. For the 5 gifted memberships in the freaking chat. Appreciate that. If you guys got a gifted membership, make sure you guys are saying thank you. Telling me Casanova Kane. I'm copping the Doernbecher Air Forces with the Chef Tools and Instant Cop because I'm a chef. There you go, my guy. I want the DB8s. Glow shoes are like turning on a light. If you know, you know. Kilima says, I mean, if you like them, you like them. But I think they're cool. I think Jordan Brand executed. They normally pick like 1 to 2 Jordans a year when it comes to the Doernbecher collection, and I think this is the only one for this year so far. I think I could be wrong, but I think this is the only one. But we'll see. Brady, what up, dude? What's good, dude? Good morning. What up? What up? Salmon Boy Cast, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I appreciate that. Hit that like button. Just joining. Sorry if you covered this already, but any word on the stock numbers for the 17? If I do, I will 100% let you know. I don't, Dean, unfortunately. I don't know what the stock numbers are, but once they're loaded up on the Nike Sneakers app, I will 100% let you know. Tito Kicks for the 5 gifted, bro. Thank you so much. Shout out my boy Big Ron's Kicks for the 5 gifted memberships in the freaking chat. I appreciate that, Tito Kicks. Thank you so much for your support as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Ben C, what up, says, hit that like button. No, it's just dropping separately, K. Anderson says. Yeah, but I said this before, too. Like, for the upcoming drops, like Union, Fragment, guys, chat. Don't be surprised if Fragment, Union, doesn't drop on Sneakers app. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if they do EA on a lot of these limited drops this year. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if they do not drop Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows on the Sneakers app this year. Don't be surprised, bro. Like, I feel like Nike and Jordan Brand are literally going to be on the same level on how they dropped shoes last year. Like, do not be surprised. Do not be surprised. All right, be at All-Star Weekend if you want the Union Fragments, Rami says. Yeah, I mean, that could be a possibility. And I truly think that's how they're going to drop the Union Fragments. Like, they're going to have a soft opening drop for, like, if you want to go maybe do a sneakers pass or, like, go stand in line for them. Because they did that for the Union Shadows last year where, like, they did an in-store raffle first. Like, they had the locals hit first, I guess, I think. And then they dropped them, like, a month later. So, and then they also dropped what? The SB4s early at All-Star Weekend. They dropped the flu games early. They did the Galaxies, I believe. They did a bunch of stuff, bro, out there on All-Star Weekend. Because they also displayed the Union LA's sneakers, like the samples, the UNC colorway. They had like a Jordan pop-up last year. So definitely going to have get out of the All-Star Weekend. Did Travis renew the Jordan contract? I think so. I think he did. Were they hitting foe? I'm not sure. For this, $230 in the retail price, but I'm not sure which shoe you're talking about. I heard Sneakers was running a lot of tests yesterday. They tested Sneakers Maps, Sneakers Cam, Sneaker Stash, Rami says. Some people got the red SB4s there, Tito says. I mean, there was lines. I'm expecting them to do the same thing where, like, you're going to have to stand in line. Like, you're going to have to stand in some sort of line. Because last year during All-Star Weekend in San Francisco, they had a specific coordinate, like specific, not even coordinates. They had a specific like address that you have to show up for the pop-up. Like they had SB4s, they had the Rare Air 4s, the Rare Air 3s, they had the flu games, they had not the military, but they had the white cement Jordan 4s early. Like there was a massive line last year during All-Star Weekend. So, if you're going to go out there, expect to be standing in them lines all freaking day. I mean, we're talking about LA, man. You think LA people ain't going to be outside for some early stuff to sell them for like $200, $300 over market before the release date? Hey, listen, people are going to be outside, especially in LA, bro. So Rami is in the gray 5s posted on the drop. So no, the gray 5s, the Wolf Gray 5s are set to drop on February 28th. I know someone asked about the Wolf Gray 5s this, like I think it was yesterday, and they are dropping on February 28th. I told you, February is a stacked month, right? All-Star Weekend is like mid-February, and then you have, to end the month off, you got the Wolf Gray 5s. I think the Wolf Gray 5s are going to perform very well. The Master Drum, what up, dude? Good morning. I think Cool Gray 5s are going to sell out. I think that's going to be a limited GR. It's going to be a limited GR, bro. The Wolf Gray 5s are going to be a limited GR, in my personal opinion. A limited GR. So I don't think they're going to drop more than 50,000 pairs of the Wolf Gray 5s. Maybe like less than 60. How about that? So I think the Wolf Gray 5s, I think they're going to release them early too during All-Star Weekend. So I think a lot of people are gonna love those, dude. Even like me personally, I'm not crazy on all gray shoes, but that one specifically is. I think a lot of people are gonna love them. It's gonna be a pass for me on those. Need Wolf Gray 5s, bad. I'm crashing out if I don't hit. Are the Union fragments going to brick like the Unions from last year? I don't think so. You know, you're not the only one that asked me about that, because I truly think that Union Jordan 1 highs this year are not going to be an easy scoop, bro. It's a 3-way collab. You got Union, you got Fragment. So, like, normally with Fragment, and it's been like that for years, even when they did the those Nike Fragments, and then they did the Dunks, right? The Dunks highs didn't perform very well because not a lot of people were a fan of regular Dunk highs back then, but it still sold out. Like, they're going to be limited. Anything that has a Fragment name on it, it's going to be limited, bro. Supposedly, there's only like 45,000 pairs of the Union LA's Fragments this year. Don't quote me, but that was what the blogs were saying last year. And there's 3 different colorways, but like I said, the one that the US is getting is the red and blue one. So this one right here is what we're getting. So supposedly they're limited. So, but when it comes down to Fragment, it's not going to be an easy scoop, bro. Like, it's really not. Like, people think, oh, is it rap? Is it going to be brick? Is it going to brick like the Shadows? I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to be like a quote unquote, like, oh yeah, it's going to hit like $900 and it's going to like tank all the way to retail. No, these are going to be, these are going to have probably resale. I don't really talk about it, but I personally think it will. Just because of how limited the shoe is going to be and how hard it is going to hit. So me personally, I'm passing on them. Don't really need these. I still think the shadows are better. I think they're more wearable. I think they're a better shoe. But it's still nice. It's still nice, but it's just not a must cop. I need the Royal pair. This Wolf Gray 5 is probably gonna have this same stock as the Jordan 14 Ferrari Reds. Probably. I just feel like there's always that one Jordan that is going to be massively produced during the spring and summer drop, and I think that's the Toro Bravo 4s. The Toro 4s, I think those are going to be the most produced Jordan GR in not 2020, not this year, but during the spring and summer drop. That is going to be a massive GR right there, is those Toro 4s. I'm waiting for it, and that shoe is not releasing until May 2nd, so like right before summertime. I'm waiting for the Jordan 14 black and University blue on March 21st. I need the Royal pair. I hope Union Bricks need an easy cop. The Wolf Gray 5 is probably going to have the same stock. Double up. Ooh, double up worthy, huh? For what? These or the Wolf Gray 5s? I'm waiting for the Jordan 14s. Black and University black. I don't think I've seen. Oh, yeah. No, someone sent that to me the other day. Raph, what's the date on the 17s? On the 17th. The 17s are dropping on the 17th, supposedly. That is the date for that shoe. So, it says 45,000 pairs all the LA All-Star weekend. These shoes are going to down before they even start, Moonlight says. Well, the thing is, you don't really see too many resellers that got backdoor pairs of these. I haven't seen any so far. So, we wouldn't necessarily know. Yeah, Bluebird, that's a good, Too Legit, that's a good point. Jordan 3 True Blues are 100% going to be a massive GR as well. But, yes, to answer your question, there's no resellers have pairs of these fragments yet. I haven't seen not one has like a full-size run. That pick makes these look way better. I mean, it's a nice shoe, don't get me wrong. I just know I won't wear them as much. I just know. It's a red and blue shoe. You know, it reminds me of that one shoe that they came out, the top 3. That's what this shoe reminds me of, is top 3 Jordan 1 highs. If you guys remember that, those released back in, golly, it's been so long since that shoe dropped. So you're not really, I don't know. But it's Union. Fragment qualities were going to be really, really good. I'm telling you guys this right now. This might be a hot take for the spring and summer drop. This is going to be the most hyped collab other than Nigel. This might be a hot take again. I think these might be more hyped, a lot more hyped than Nigel Sylvester Jordan 4s that are dropping this summer. Hot take. Hot take, chat. You gotta wrap your tripping. I still think the Brick by Bricks are better than the Fire Red colorway that's dropping this year. I still want the Nigel Sylvester Jordan 4. It's a must cop. I still think Brick by Bricks are better. I want to know what the storyline and behind the colorway on the Nigel Sylvester that's coming up this summer. But I truly think that this shoe right here is going to have so much hype over the Nigels. It's a hot take. Okay, it's a hot take. But I just think it's a 3-way collab. Union and Fragment, man. People are going to go bananas for these, dude. 17 DBs, Wolf Gray 5, metallics is all I need. Oh, you talking about the all metallic 5s? I just don't think the all whites are going to perform as good as the black metallics, just because not a lot of people mess with all white shoes, which I get, you know, because they get dirty pretty quick. So I think you are right. LA Union Fragment going to have, yeah, I mean, dude, it's Fragment. You know what I'm saying? If you've been around the game of how they drop fragments, it's always limited. I remember, like I said, the Dunks, and they did the Nike. Golly, it was the Nike. Dude, I hit on Sneakers app too. It's the Nike Fragment. It was whenever this silhouette was really, really hyped, and it was like not trending, but so many people loved them. It starts with an S. I don't know why I have a brain for it. I literally was gonna say it like 2 minutes ago, and then I freaking forgot. I'm gonna say Saucony, but it's like, I'm like all the S words that I know for a shoe. It's Saucony. 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 It's Sakai. Is it Sakai? Did I say that earlier? Is it Sakai? There's Nike Sakai's? Is it those? They I think I'm right. It was like the Nike Sakai's, right? I think it was the Sakai's Nike. It was like the navy blue, and they dropped. Yeah, they dropped the gray. I think it was the Sakai Nikes. They did a fragment, and that shit was like they only dropped like 2,000 pairs on Sneakers app. It was dumb limited, and it was only a one-way collab. That was the Sakai's. It was the Sakai. Even the Spiridon fragments, those sold out. Anything that's fragment, bro. Anything that's fragment, it's gonna sell. Anything that's fragment, it's gonna freaking sell. And people are gonna go bananas. I look at the 20 tier list. My March, there's 10 pairs I want to set to release. It's probably 50 pairs of this Jordans alone set to drop. Jordan 17s are real Jordan heads. 1 to 14s are bandwagoners. What, bro? Jordan 17s are real Jordan heads. 1 to 14 are bandwagoners. Okay. So, I guess we're all bandwagoners in here, bro. Who cares, bro? 17s are, for me, like, it's a cool shoe, but I'm not a 17 fan. Like, I'll tell you this, I'm not a 14 fan at all. Like, I'm not a 14 fan. Not a 15 fan. I had 15s. I'm not a 17 fan. Okay. 18s are cool. Okay. But I guess we're all bandwagoners. We're all bandwagoners, chat. Why didn't anyone go crazy on the fragment dunk highs? Because during that time, it just not a lot of people were a big fan of dunk high, regular dunk highs in general. Like, especially with the colorway. I mean, it was a purple and black colorway, Rahus. A purple and black colorway, you know? The fragment 3s didn't seem very successful. I like them, though. You think these are off-white breads will ever drop? Off-white breads. Talking about the 4s? Probably not. We're getting off-white Jordan 1 or AK Virgil Abloh Jordan 1 high. Okay. Jordan 1 Union collection. Probably the best Jordan collection ever. It's all good. I'm just trolling. The quality was trash too. You think the upcoming yeah, the quality on the the fragment Air Force Ones, not Air Force Ones, excuse me, the dunk highs are trash. Like, I wasn't really personally a fan of the 3s. Remember the 3s dropped and it was just a black and white? What are Jordan 40 people then? Real Jordan heads collect all the way to Jordan 67. Cushy says, I'm hyped when I hit fragment dunks until people said they were bricks. Rahu says, you also got hyped with the candy corn dunks until they got stolen. What happened to the off-white Air Force 1 and tan? I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with that, bro. I don't know what's going on with that. Bro, too legit, don't tell me that, bro. $100. Size 8 on the Griffies? Don't tell me that. I wonder when Jordan is going to ever retro any Jordan 7s. Bro, they just announced that yesterday. Did you guys hear that? Hold on. Where's all my Air Jordan 7 fans? Any Air Jordan 7 fans in here? Breaking news. Don't do that, buddy. Don't do that. Rahus, you're the one that was saying in the chat that you're going to sell all your shoes for some Pokemon packs, dude. I don't want to hear it. The Air Jordan 7 returns this year in 2 colorways. One to set release on June 27th for two. Air Jordan 7 returns this year in 2 colorways. One to set to release on June 27th for $225. And then another one on September 9th for $215. So this right here, June 27th for $225, this has to be a collab. This has to be a collab, bro. One dropping on the 27th for $225 and the other one for $215. Yeah, that's gotta be a collab right there on June. I don't know what collab that would be. It says Air Jordan 7 White. June 27, 2026. Air Jordan 7 Retro Phantom on the 9th of 2026. I'm curious of what that is. Because this is 100% gotta be collab with that 225. Any thoughts? Any opinions and guesses? Because it went 220. When I hear 225 or 230, it's a collab, bro. Because normally for just regular colorways, it's like 215, 210. Well, the thing is, like I said, KJK6. That's why I said it's gonna most likely be a collab, but we just don't know which one it's going to be. I mean, there's no way it's a trophy room because they already did a 7. I mean, I could be wrong. So, I wonder how much the holiday Jordan 11s will cost this year. They're probably gonna stick with a 235. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 240. So, I need the Jordan 16 high and lows. I sprained my ankle playing ball in Olympic 7s. Great memories. Travis Jordan 7s. I mean, there was a rumor talking about Travis's 7s coming out, but do you guys really think that they're gonna do that? Travis 7s? All of a sudden, huh? This was... Oh, man. This was like AK the rumor of this before. There's no way, dude. They can't. There's no way, bro. Hold on. I remember this post. I'm sure most of you guys did. Man, why is the freaking image is so small? I know most of you guys remember this. This was like a rumored like Jordan 7 Travis that was possibly... This is so ugly, bro. That's so ugly. I don't even care if it's a Travis Scott, bro. Y'all could have it. I'm sorry. What up, Toof? Jordan 7 Tom Sachs. They would be $250 if it was Alma Manier. If Travis 7 drops, I'm expecting all brown shoes and folks to go crazy over them. I mean, yeah, probably. You know, bro, you know how much criticism people would get? Oh, all of a sudden, all of a sudden, everyone's Jordan 7 fans. Reaching back next. Shout out my boy John.dc for the $2 donation. Or John.com. Sorry.
He still got my Olympic 7 from elementary school.
Shout out my boy John for the 2. Still got my Olympic 7s from elementary school. There you go, my friend. Does it still fit? Does the shoe fit still? The damn backward swoosh. I don't really like 7s. That ain't it. I messed up those if big piles of Jordan 7s pass. You know what? The only Jordan 7s that I really like, there's a couple. There's not a whole lot. I mean, Olympic 7s are cool. The Hair 7s are nice. The Bordeaux 7s are nice. The Raptor 7s are nice. The Miro 7s are nice. The Sweater 7s are nice. The Barcelona 7s are nice. I mean, I guess there's a good amount. I would say there's more Jordan 7 colorways that I like more than a Jordan 6. I don't know if that's fair, but like I said, there's a lot of colorways that I definitely like. But it's, you know, I don't really rock as much 7s that I used to. Because the only 7s that I've actually had in my sneaker collection are the Hair 7s and the Bordeaux's. I'm trying to think what else 7s I had. That was it. Citrus 7s are okay. Those dropped a couple years back. The problem with the 7s is that they don't try with the 7s. Ravage's name. I mean, there's more 7s than those, I'm pretty sure. Those are just the ones that, you know, DMP top of the morning. What up, Cermatic 7s? Saw the 7s get dropped watching. Marvin the Martians. I remember those. Those were the black, green, and red ones. We used to call them when they used to drop. When I was working at Champs, when I first opened the box, I was like, bruh, these look like Christmas tree 7s. And that's when it was the anniversary on the Jordans, and they had that Jordan box with the gold. They used to come with the gold stickers on them. I need the French Blue 7s, classic. Yeah, those dropped back in 2015, early in January. Talking about the French Blue 7s. Those are the same year they dropped the Columbia 4s in February with the Oreo 4s. Need the Hair 7s back. Look, everyone, don't be fooled. My Wizards have won again. I only like this Bordeaux 7s literally over out of the 7s. I mean, throughout the couple years that they've definitely changed up the Bordeaux 7s. I think they've only released twice though, but one had the more of a lighter gray, and the other one had more of a darker gray. So they've definitely changed up a little bit on the 7s throughout the years. Cardinal 7s are cool. When you're a kid, takes a dump first thing in the morning. Everything in the morning, and my thought you have more diapers. Target don't open for another hour. Well, Walmart's open, I think. Potter Jordan 7s. I've always passed on 7s because it's near early 2000s. Those were. I'm telling you guys, there's one Jordan that I remember. I've talked about this before. I've always wanted this shoe so bad when I was a kid. I've mentioned this before. It's a UNC colorway. I think it was this one. No. It was this one. Man. Pretty sure. Nope. Was it a 17? No, it wasn't 17. It was a Air Jordan. Dude, I don't remember which Jordan it was. What number is it? It was a high Jordan. Here we go. I mentioned this before. This would have been my very first Jordan that I've ever owned when I was a kid, but my mom couldn't afford it. This would have been my very first Jordan that I've ever owned. It was sitting at Champs. This is when Champs used to... I was in elementary school. This was when Champs used to sell jerseys back then. What was this? Jordan. Anybody want to guess? I've mentioned this long time ago. Does anybody remember? It was a really high number. I was in elementary school. I told my mom, she was like, you gotta go ahead and pick a shoe. And I couldn't get it because it was way too expensive, and there was a Payless across the way, and she decided to drag me over there because she didn't realize how much all the sneakers were. And this would have been my very first Air Jordan I've ever owned. What's it called? But Jordan 5s were my very first Jordan that I've ever owned. Thank you. Wishful thinking? Yes. The Air Jordan 20 University Blue. This could have been my very first sneaker that I would ever owned. It was a 20. Right? These are Jordan 20s. Yeah. These were sitting at Champs during the time. I don't know what year it was. But I got my size, showed it to my mom, and she said no because she saw the price point. I don't know how much it was during that time, but she said she didn't want to buy it because it was way too expensive. And then we walked over across the way at Payless, and I got some these all white and red random bootleg shoes, bro. Your mom saved you? I mean, would I rock these now? Probably not. What else, Straight to Toe? I didn't own J's until I could afford my own. Straight to Toe says, yeah, listen, My parents couldn't afford Jordans either, man. Like my aunt, I told you guys, like my aunt in LA was the one that bought me sneakers if I wanted them every time I went to go visit LA. And my very first Jordan was, dude, I don't know. I'm so surprised they haven't dropped these yet. This was my like I told you guys, this was my very first Jordan that I've ever owned. If they drop again, 100% I'd put this, I would 100% cop. The Laney Air Jordan 5s. This was my very first Jordan that I've ever owned. You know what's so funny? Because I've hooped in these. Like once they started getting beat, I had there was like a playground behind my mom's house that me and my friends used to go walk and play basketball. And I used to hoop in these. Pay less for real. Those days were real. It was. That's where my mom would always take me to buy like sneakers if I needed some new shoes. Just go to Payless or go to Kmart. And I would only get like maybe one shoe a year if it's like beat up. So until we finally got a house and my dad got like a promotion at work. And then like my mom would just like tell us, okay, you would only get like 2 jeans, 5 shirts during before school time. And sometimes I would get lucky if I get a shoe, but sometimes most of the time I wouldn't. But I would like, you know where I would used to shop when I was a kid when my parents took us to like back to school shopping was Ross. Like that was the one store my mom would take us, nowhere else. She wouldn't take us anywhere else because it was the 5 of us. And she would say, get 2 pants and 5 shirts. No shoes. Sometimes. That's how I used to be back in the day. You'd rock them until they get slightly dirty and you play in them. Well, even that, my mom used to shop for me in like in elementary school and middle school, like my 7th grade year. She would just get me she would go to JCPenney and get me South Pole. She'd just get me South Pole like jorts. You guys remember the South Pole jorts? Well, I talked about this a couple times. I used to have these. Man. The South Pole jorts. I'm trying to look for them. Can't find them. It's kind of similar to like this. I used to get the South Pole jorts, bro. That's my mom would just shop for me. And I'd rock these with the gold and black t-shirt. And this is also my my aunt got me these. It was at Puma's. No, it was I used to rock these. And this. This was my fit. Let me show y'all. Man, dude. All right, here we go. Don't judge me, bro. I'll show you my fit, exactly what I had. I had this. I had the South Pole t-shirt. I'm pretty sure it was this. You guys ready? That was my fit. I remember that was my first day of 7th grade because I remember I had the gold and black South Pole jorts. I had a gold and black South Pole t-shirt and all black Reeboks. That was my 7th grade fit, bro. That was my 7th grade fit. No, I didn't have a mullet, bro. My dad, the thing is, my dad didn't know how to cut hair, so I would just go bald. Like she would just shave it all. I don't know if I had long hair, bro. I could show you
Arroba
my
Marcel
ID.
barra baja
Marcel
Alan
for the
85
2.
donated $1.99. Caitlin Clark Cove Just Shock Drop DSG.
Caitlin Clark shock drop on DSG. I didn't see it. I'm sure they're sold out. Caitlin Clark shock drop on DSG. I'm curious if like I don't see them unless they need a specific link for it. But shout out to my boy. Thank you so much for the check your locals. Oh, in-store DSG. Gotcha, in-store. I don't even think like which Caitlin Clark, the 5s? I don't even know if DSG even gets it out here like that. But you said DSG in-store, shock drop the Caitlin Clarks. Gotcha. I appreciate that. Rafi looking Ross High School. I mean, that was my fit in 7th grade. Available for purchase while supplies last in selected stores. Let me see. There's no Nevada in here, bro. It's cooked. These are the locations for it. DSG chat. There's all the locations. Ohio, North Carolina. It's all East Coast. Texas. Virginia. Ohio, North Carolina. This is all East Coast. There's none on the West. Sneakers app at 9 a.m. Scratcher. So it looks like... yeah, not a single West Coast. No, JD Sports doesn't get any Kobe's, though. They don't get any Kobe's. I think these are for the Caitlin Clark's Kobe 5s. Yeah, it's for the Kobe 5s, right? I mean, I said most stores are East Coast, bro. Most. But, yeah, I mean, you got Texas. Uh-oh. There you go. There it is. Mystery drop tomorrow. Gammas are what? Gammas are Black Cats tomorrow then. Mystery drop. I told you guys this would happen. DSU is due for like a mystery drop. They were due for a mystery drop. So DSG is having a mystery drop tomorrow. It doesn't say Jordan, it's a Nike. So this could be maybe Caitlin Clark's. This gotta be a Kobe. Possibly Kobe shock drop on sneakers. Also, Soul Retriever posted. This gotta be a Kobe, bro. It says Nike. It doesn't say Jordan. We could see a restock in the Caitlin Clark's then on sneakers app. You see what happens whenever they hold all this inventory. So here you guys go. In-store Kobe maybe? Could be. But, I mean, if it's, like, dropping at 10 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow, they're not going to just do it. But this is not a Jordan because it doesn't say Jordan. It says Nike. See, if you look at it, right here, Jordan, it says Jordan, 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 Jordan. It's a Nike. I don't know what it is. It's probably a Kobe. All right, just a FYI. Everybody, mystery drop on Dick's Sporting Good tomorrow. All right, tomorrow. App says live now for certain states. Yes. I mean, we kind of went through the listing of which DSG is getting some of the Caitlin Clarks, but it's definitely probably for Kobe's for tomorrow. That if that was my guess. Somebody said Soul Retriever kind of posted about the Kobe's possibly shock dropping on Sneakers app. I'm not 100% certain on that one as well. I told you it's a slow month. It's absolutely a slow month, and so we'll see. Live bread and butter. Braveheart says where? Yeah, better not be no Panda Dunks. Closet to me it is Pittsburgh. Closest to me is Pittsburgh. I mean, if you really want the Kobe's, man. I mean, it's Panda Dunks mystery drop. Yeah, a lot of you guys are saying Panda Dunks, man. It's most likely a Kobe. It's not. I'll tell you this too. It will not be an easy scoop. Even if they try to drop Kobe's, dude, like it's not going to be an easy scoop, man. It's really not. It's going to be pretty limited as well. I mean, unless Sneakers app does a drop for these Caitlin Clarks and they do some sort of scratcher or like a sneaky link type deal. Oh man, no one's going to hit. Because all the cook groups are going to have the link early before everybody else does. That's what happens when it comes to links like that. Even if the thing is with the links, it could be a scratcher too. So some smalls left over, Benny says. Yeah. Well, they kind of did that. They kind of did that with the man, what was I going to say? They did that with the Kobe's. So I'm surprised they haven't done a Jordan yet. I'm really surprised they haven't done a Jordan mystery drop. Remember the days getting hyped over Panda restocks? Absolutely, bro. Any dunks. People would go crazy for any dunk that restock on the Nike apps. Absolutely, I remember that. I will never forget the days where Nike dropped dunks and shock dropped them. Elder Monitor said stay tuned for the Caitlin Clarks. It's probably a shock drop on Sneakers app for sure. I know a lot of you don't care about college football, and ASU went huge in the transfer portal, top 5 in all college football. Kobe 5 Clarks restock at DSG. Yeah, in store. If anybody in here wants the Caitlin Clarks, there are DSG stores right now that are doing a first come first serve for the Kobe 5 Caitlin Clarks. Okay, obviously there's specific locations for every single one. So if any of you guys live in these specific cities, make sure you guys go check your DSG if you have some time. But obviously they did not cater to the West Coast. So anybody in the West Coast is basically shut out of luck. I'm not dislike dunks. I remember it once. Are there any Doernbecher raffles yet? Not yet, bro. I think the Doernbechers are gonna be stupid limited, man. I don't expect Doernbecher 17s to be an easy scoop. I think there's only gonna be a few thousand pairs of them, and that's it. I think your best bet also, like, to hit on the Doernbechers are at your Nike flagship stores as well. They did that last time. They did that most of the time with some of the flagship stores where they'll drop Doernbechers as a first come first serve. So definitely keep an eye on that, because I wouldn't be surprised that that the Doernbechers 17s drop at here in Vegas at the flagship store as well. Like all the flagship stores and selected flagship stores. I'm not saying all. So hearing sneakers, no NY or New Jersey. Hearing sneakers SD. What do you mean SD? What do you mean by that? Are you guys hearing it from the apps? Because I don't think any of the blogs even posted anything. And for some reason, it's so weird when it comes to like when I end the stream, dude. Every time I end the stream, I always get these notifications from all the Discord groups that I'm in, and then it gives me all the note. It's only whenever I'm done with the stream. It's so weird. Let me see what Eldon said. Let's see what he says. Caitlin Clark's when 8 a.m. sneakers app 2-minute draw. Posted on release 8 a.m. That's in like 45 minutes. That's in like 45 minutes. Unless it's a different time stamp. Retail at 190. What is your score prediction on the 49ers versus Eagles? I'm not sure, bro. I seen it in his group. It says Caitlin Clark's 8 a.m. But I guess we'll have to wait then. I think the restock is at 11. I mean, 11 a.m. Eastern time is 8 a.m. PST. So, but we'll see, I guess. If anybody doesn't know the colorway, they look like this. If they end up dropping, I don't know. If they end up dropping, it's this shoe that people are referring to. It's this shoe. If they end up dropping. I mean, I just feel like since they are restocking in store, it's just like, how many pairs do they have? You know? How many pairs do they have on these Caitlin Clarks, bro? And that just comes to show you guys. It comes to show you guys that, like, they have pairs. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, too, is that if they end up dropping this shoe or, like, more Kobe's at All-Star Weekend as well, like a bunch of restocks. I'm talking about, like, Jalen Brunson's. I'm talking about, like, you know, some of the other Caitlin Clark sneakers, you know. I don't know. As many as they can make. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Some people say they're oversaturating Kobe's. Hold on, chat. Let me take Buddy out. Oh, bud. Good morning. What do you think about them? What do I think about these? These are okay. These are not the best Kobe's this last year when they dropped. I wasn't like the biggest fan of these Kobe 5s. Like, there's only certain Kobe 5s that I like. I think the only Kobe 5 that I really like is the Bruce Lee's. There's only a few. There's only a few. Only a few. Guys, Massinger returns tonight. Let's go. Two says, fire Kobe, need them. I don't know if I asked you guys, what is the best Kobe that dropped last year? What was the best Kobe that dropped last year in 2025? What was the best Kobe? Best Kobe to drop last year, Gift of Mambas. That was like 2024. That was like 2024. Definitely not oversaturating. There were way more Kobe's out there in back in the day. Facts. I know people are saying they're oversaturated, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay for people to, like, let them oversaturate it, bro. I'm okay with that. What, the 8s are by far? Yeah, that's definitely I think that's my favorite Kobe last year was what the Kobe 8s. Like, that's gotta be. It's got to be what the Kobe 8s, Jalen Brunsons, the Moonwalkers. All-Stars were really nice. You know what? I was not crazy. I wasn't really crazy on the Dodgers. I know some people like the Dodgers, but I wasn't really crazy for them. I feel like the what the Kobe 8s just got to be the best one. I know some people, I'm just biased, but that's okay. All-Stars were the all-white joints. Kobe 6 Liberties. I mean, those are dumb limited. They only dropped like what, less than 10,000 pairs. Well, the Italian camos, those dropped like the year prior. That's when they dropped the Kobe 4 Phillies. They had the Italian camos, and they had one more, the Italian camo 8s. No, Italian, what was the other one? I forgot. It was an 8 though. Never thought we would see them again. John says facts. Are they bringing back the Beethovens? I do not know. You talking about the 9s? That would be sick if they did. I'm not sure if they are or not. Nah, Kobe 8s, what does got too much going on for me? I mean, that's that's the whole point, bro. That was the whole point of the what. That's why it's called the what the, because there's a lot going on at the shoe. You know, Venice Beaches. Yeah, the Venice Beach 8s. I like the Year of the Horse. What were those called? That's coming out this year. Those ones are nice. I feel like those are going to be an easy scoop. I don't think those are going to be very difficult to hit. Like most like Kobe 8s, like they mass produce 8s pretty, out of all the Kobe's, they mass produce that 8. Like 5s and 6s are pretty limited. Like 9s, like the 9s that they dropped last year, they had a good amount of pairs of Kobe 9s. It's just 5s and 6s that make them limited. Yeah, those things are whack, nobody says. Need Bruce Lee's. And you guys want the Caitlin Clarks, huh? You guys really want these Caitlin Clarks, huh? Anybody already have a pair of these? Anybody have a pair already? Supposedly, these are dropping at 8 o'clock. I'm not sure. This just is according to Eldon monitors, but we'll see. It says check Foot Locker and DSG and Nike stores too. I'm wondering if, yeah, I mean, that's a good point too. Like the Nike flagship stores. I would check your Nike flagship stores. Let me see. I'm gonna ask one of my homies that work at Nike to see if they're restocking Caitlin Clark's. Because then, if that's the case, then yeah, I would absolutely check some of your Nike flagship stores. But I'll get some confirmation if Vegas is getting them. Because like DSG and stuff. But the thing is, like, there was no West Coast love, bro. There was like zero West Coast cities. Who's that? Who's that, buddy? So DSG in-store are going to have them randomly a raffle. So the DSG stores, they already listed the stores. And here's the stores that are listed that have the restock today. I'm not sure what time y'all... DSG out there is already open, isn't it? In the East Coast? These are the locations that are getting them. So I'll ask if they're doing a restock today. We'll see. The irony. Dude, if it ends up being, bro, if the Caitlin Clarks end up being a freaking scratcher, dude, I'm going to be low-key pissed. Like, I'm going to be low-key pissed. I'll hold on. Let me see if there's even, like, some sort of, like... I feel like it's not happening. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's happening, bro. But I could be wrong. So there's no update on the Nike sneakers app. Can you click the Pennsylvania? Yeah, I got you. So Cranberry, Crossroads, South Hill Village is the only 2 locations getting them. I'm not sure if that's near you. I'm good at scratching. It's open. I can make it about an hour, but I think it's cooked. Yeah, I feel like by the time now, and plus you got to think about it, some of the employees probably are cool with their homies, you know? Some of them are cool with their homies, and they'll probably tell all their homies and keep it low key, and they don't tell anybody else. Today has been the rumor day for the shoes since last week. Foot Locker had them listed for today and removed them. A bunch of, well, maybe the thing is, Rami, maybe they decided since, like, you know, Foot Locker bought out DSG, they're like, you know what? Let's just ship all our pairs to all the DSG locations and have them just drop as a first come first serve. That could have been the case too. Or make sure you guys check your Foot Lockers in store. Maybe instead of they removed it from the release calendar, they had them just like, let's just go and shock drop them at local Foot Lockers and see, you know, if anybody ends up showing up. That could be the case. I don't know. I could be wrong. That absolutely could be the case where, like, they just took it off the release calendar, either just decided to drop them on DSG online just to get more people, more traffic into the website, or just drop them in store. That could be it. So definitely check your Foot Locker stores today just to see if they end up restocking. Bro, the stream's about Elder said it's going to be a scratch if on Nike. Dude, if it ends up being a scratcher, bro, I'm going to give up, dude. That's so dumb. If it's a link drop, it's cooked, bro. If it ends up being a link drop, it's freaking cooked, man. It's absolutely cooked. People picking up in store DSG right now, they would be cooked if they did that in store. Rafi check NYC. I don't think New York wasn't even on there. New York's not even on the list, bro. Just heard Foot Locker is restocking. I'm back. What I missed? What up, DH? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the next, like, 30 minutes. All right, chat. I'll be here until 11 Eastern time. We'll see what happens. I don't think anything's happening, but, I mean, we'll see. I could be wrong. It's a quiet week, right? And then tomorrow, DSG is probably going to restock these Kobe's as a first come, first serve on DSG website. So I know it's 100% Jake B. I agree with you. Like, scratchers, I don't know why they do the same thing with me as well. Like, they load up stupid slow for me. It says Sneakers Link release requires a special link in order to access the drop. These links are posted by Nike, Nike affiliates, athletes, and celebrities. Once the link is used, you'll gain access to the release. Scroll down on the page, scratch the image, and then you can purchase the shoe. So this might be a... Why, Mr. American Pie? Bro, they're saying that could possibly, if it ends up dropping, a freaking scratch and sniff. And then... Bro, it don't even matter. Even if they, like... Oh, yeah, follow Caitlin Clark on Instagram, dude. The link is going to be cooked. I don't even know her Instagram. Anybody know Caitlin Clark's IG? Oh, I found it. No, it's not. That's not her Instagram. Anybody know her Instagram? Anybody? Anybody stalk Caitlin Clark? We cooked. I scored that Nard Wars on Scratch and Sniff. Only those, though. One Raph just waking up. What's going on with the list? It's for the Caitlin Clark Kobe 5s restock in store right now. If anybody's interested, okay? Ken Clark, sexy F. It's her name. Brittany says, unless I spelled it wrong. I mean, it would have been nice if you just shared the link, unless pointing out the obvious. Thanks, Brittany. Is her name with a C or a K? It's a C. It's different on desktop. Like normally on my Instagram, it'll pop up all the profiles, but it's only popping up like I found it. It's Caitlin Clark 22. So her name with 22. That's her Instagram. Thank you. Her name with 22. That's why I couldn't find it. I didn't add the 22. Thank you. I found it. I found it, chat. Thank you, Rami. Wow. This is JMK store. Let me save this real quick. Bro, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Bro, that ain't nothing, dude. I knew her name. I just didn't add the 22 on there. Hold on, let me save it real quick. Let me show you guys. This shit's cooked. This shit's cooked, bro. Grown man hating on a female is crazy. All right, hold on. Here it is. Bro, this is DSG. I don't know what store this. I'm assuming this is DSG. This shit's so cooked. Ain't no one touching, bro. Look at this. Look, it's like a full size run. That's it. That's all you get. Full size run. No, on Instagram, like if you search her name. Hold on, I don't know why this is loading slow. Like if you search her name, like it pops up like a bunch of reels, like on desktop. It doesn't pop up her actual like Instagram name or whatever. Her Instagram. That's why. Like it's just a bunch of her reels and stuff. So that's why I was like, normally on Instagram on my phone, it'll pop up her name on the or it will show the profile, but it didn't show the profile at all. It just shows up reels. So it's just different. It's just different on desktop. That's why. But anyways, there's also a mystery drop. Yeah, I think tomorrow's mystery drop is gonna be Kobe's, because it doesn't say Jordan. It just says Nike. That's it. Oh yeah, I'm not on desktop. That's why. Yeah. There's also a mystery drop. Yeah, I think it's gonna be for Kobe's. Yeah, some of y'all just think I'm just dumb, bro. Like, I would went like it was literally right beside DSG and they had them. You could have got yourself a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Only 18 pairs. Only 18 pairs. Only 18 pairs, bro. That's like nothing. And I can't imagine. I would imagine that most of the stores are going to get the same amount of pairs. So that's today. Yeah, that's today. Like this is today. This is today. So if you are one of these locations, once again, okay, if one of your locations are on here, that means they have a restock on these Caitlin Clarks. So bro, it's so crazy. It's so crazy to me, bro. People talking about Caitlin Clark's because of restock, because of how much it's going for. This shit's so fucking weird. Not even weird, whatever. People can talk whatever they want to talk about, bro. Well, like, it's like, oh my god, Caitlin Clark's restock, guys. It's because it has a lot of resale. That's it. Ain't nobody gonna be talking about restock on Moonwalkers, bro. Moonwalkers. Other Kobe's that are available, ain't nobody gonna talk about that, bro. Ain't nobody give a shit, bro, about the shoe. They just like the resale of it. People panicking and selling on StockX. Well, maybe there's just sales in general because they couldn't hit, so they're just like, you know what? Let me buy them. Buy them up. If I can't hit, I'm gonna hit now. Buddy, I don't know what but to go back to the mystery drop, I don't know what the mystery drop is going to be. If I would guess it's a Kobe. Yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. I know, that's why I took it back. It's not weird, it's just like, talk about a Kobe, it's anything that like basically resells. You think people are going to talk about what the Kobe ate, dude? How is it weird? If you making money, you make money off us watching you. So what's the difference? Motherfucker, what? That's the difference, bro. What the hell do you mean? What are you talking about? You watching me of me making money off YouTube has nothing to do with reselling, buddy. Has nothing to do with reselling. Has nothing to do with reselling. Yeah, I want you to watch me so I could resell more. Yeah. That doesn't make any sense, bro. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'm definitely going to resell every single one of you guys in here. He's saying money is money. Yeah, I guess so. But that wasn't my point. That wasn't my point, bro. That wasn't my point. That absolutely was not my point. I get what he's saying. Sure. Sure. But that wasn't my point, though. That was not my point. Thank you, everybody. No, it's all good. It's a pair of Jaws and Grape 8s, K. Anderson says. Shout out to shout out to who's this? Rob K for the $5 donation. I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself.
Rob5449 donated $4.99. Thanks for the alert, Rafi. I just pulled off the exit to DSG on my way to work in the DMV. Got my size 13. Full size run.
Shout out to Rob K for the $5 donation. Thanks for the alert, Rafi. I just pulled off to the exit to DSG on the way to work in the DMV. Got my size 13 full size run. Struck out on the... There you go. See, look. This man drove right past the DSG and freaking hit. Congrats, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Nah, I'm gonna... People only kind of be comment on here just to point the obvious, bro. Or just like point out or just want to say something that's like, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it to myself. Shout out my boy Rob. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, well, you want to get a little loosey, huh, Frank, huh? I buy what Rafi buys. I resell what... It just wasn't the point, though. That wasn't the point. Keep it going, DH says. Oh, I know, DH. You want to get a little feisty this morning, huh? No, shouts to you guys in the chat. Thank you so much, Rob K. Congratulations on a size 13, bro. Golly. Size 13, huh? Congratulations, my friend. Love to see it, man. Love to freaking see it. I mean, I think it's one of those shoes that people may not know about too. Like, right? Like, some people may not know that DSG, because this was like kind of last minute, you know? So, say because sometimes some things aren't obvious to everyone. No, I'm okay. Top of the morning, Raph. It's my birthday. Hey, happy birthday! Project Baby Trez. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. So when's the Niners lose this weekend? Y'all letting the coach go or the quarterback go? Bang bang, Tube says. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get rid of anybody, to be honest. Crash out on that dude, Rav. It's not even a crash out, bro. It's just like that wasn't really necessarily my point. Like, you guys know how, like, I've already pointed out, it's like, if you get your money, like, I don't hate on reselling. I really don't. Like, I really don't. Like, if that's what you want to do, resell to resell, get your money. Like, y'all think I hate on resales all the time? I don't. I really don't, because I would care less. My whole point is that, like, I just think it's funny. It's talked about because so many people say, like, oh, Kobe's are oversaturated, Kobe's are dead, Kobe's this, Kobe's that, Kobe's this, and all of a sudden, if it's a shoe that resells, it's like it's talked about like on a Kobe. You know, that was my only point. But I don't care if you want to go get a shoe and you want to resell it, that's totally fine. But that necessarily was not my point. But anyways, we'll move on from it. The Seahawks bandwagon is officially closed. Cowboy fans, I'm talking to you, and the Raiders, Tooth says. Because the thing is, like, people just want to hear what they want to hear, and that is okay, I guess. But that's why I took the wording back when I said weird. But that was my point, though. That's why I said, oh well, no one would have cared if it was like a what the Kobe or like a Moonwalker. Where like people say, oh, Kobe's are bricks, Kobe's are that. So those Kobe's only restock in store today. Yeah, unfortunately, most of this stuff is only in store, but supposedly there might be a drop in the next, like, on top of the hour, but I'm not sure, bro. I've heard this kind of like rumor before where like, oh, it's gonna restock and then it doesn't happen, but I mean, we'll see. What's going on DSG? Supposed to be Kobe restock in store today. Yeah, right now it's happening right now, bro. Still wearing my home shirt. That's the spirit, DH. Rock your team, bro. Who cares, win or lose, bro? Real fans will still rock their stuff, bro. Real fans still rock their stuff, man. Go ahead. But I don't know. To answer your guys' question, I don't know what the mystery drop is, man. I don't know what it is. The only thing I assume is a Kobe. If anybody wants them, go for it, man. So I just think even if they drop on Nike sneakers app, it's gonna be stupid limited, bro. It's gonna be dumb limited, I think. Cowboys Nation for life, Ayo Sosa says. Cheese Nation's bunch of losers this season. Man, Toof, stop it, bro. Like, you've been on your high horse, which I get. Like, your team's on top of the mountain. But, man, listen, you wouldn't be saying that if Seattle was ass, bro. John Harbaugh, a future giant legend, Tenene says. Bears or Packers, Raph, who's winning? I don't know. That's going to be a tough one. I don't know. I feel like Bears always struggle against the Packers. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's going to be a tough one. I feel like the Bears offense is better. Josh Jacobs hasn't been playing as good as I thought he was in the last couple games. I don't know. That's a tough one. It could go either direction. So, let's see. Giants getting Stefanski, Rami says. No such thing as a Chiefs Nation, CD says. Well, just let him have it. Listen. If Seattle wins the Super Bowl, oh, you know Toof's talking his smack, bro. Packers depleted with injuries. Seattle quarterback situation is Cook. I have Mahomes college and high school jersey. I love the Chiefs. Tooth says Packers have a chance, but it's close. Yeah, it could go either direction. I feel like with the playoffs, it's just a little bit different. Any given Sunday, man, you just never know. So Bears ain't used to playing this time of the year, but they have home field advantage, and that's exactly what they wanted. So like, I mean, these Bear fans are gonna come out, especially Green Bay. There's a lot of Green Bay fans, man. Like, Green Bay fans are everywhere, bro. Steelers winning it all. RA says Steelers winning it all, huh? I mean, it could have gone either or, too. Like I said, I just felt like the Ravens and the Steelers absolutely had an opportunity to obviously make the playoffs. And it was going to be either or. So, I mean, it's just unfortunate that, that loop or whatever the kicker ended up missing the field goal. So I'll be damned to see the Bears at the show. I mean, it's anyone's Super Bowl this year for sure. I mean, when you have no Joe Burrow, you have no Lamar Jackson, and you have no Patrick Mahomes, it's anybody's Super Bowl at this point. So it is definitely kind of I'm still a believer of it always comes down to experience. So I mean, it could go either or, and truly, I really wouldn't be surprised if Eagles make it back to the Super Bowl. Wouldn't be surprised. I think the AFC is more interesting in a way. I feel like that's going to be an interesting conference because, obviously, this is where Josh Allen should be able to make it to the bowl without no Patrick Mahomes in his way and Lamar Jackson. But it's you could also question that the Bills' offense is not the best. They've been struggling every single game. They have no receivers. They have absolutely no receivers. So we'll see what happens, man. I mean, DK Metcalf, man, he's even lucky that his team won that game because his dumbass could have been out there helping his team. So, Steelers beating the Ravens without DK and Darnell Washington definitely surprised me, Straight to Toe says. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the thing is, though, Straight to Toe, is that, yes, and I don't think the Ravens could have came close to beating the Steelers, in my personal opinion. I feel like the Steelers defense were sleeping, on those two plays when Zay Flowers had those 2 touchdowns. It's bro, that should never have happened. Bills have the worst team in the playoffs. But like I said, it definitely comes down to experience, right? And remember this, that Josh Allen, he beat the Patriots once in the regular season, that last game that they went up against them. And Josh Allen has doesn't he have the Patriots this or no, he has the Jags. I got to look at the picture again. I got to look at the playoff picture, bro. I don't know if I have the picture anymore. I don't know. I think they have either the Jags. I don't know who they have. Oh, man. I wish they had it a whole bracket. Is it Pittsburgh? Who they got? Yeah, first touchdown was on Ramsey. Third touchdown was on College. Yeah. I think he's against the Jags, right? Who do the Patriots have? Josh Allen is overrated. No, he's not. Stop it. Come on, Rob, don't do that. And you're an Eagles fan too, bro. Stop. Stop, bro. Oh, okay, I have it. So the Patriots go up against the Chargers. That's what it is. Duh. That's who the Patriots have. That's why I'm I'm a Chargers fan this weekend. They go up against the Chargers. And then Denver got the bye week. Houston, oof, that's going to be tough, bro. I feel like it's gonna be a low scoring. The Houston versus Pittsburgh. I think that's gonna be a low scoring game. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game on that one. The Pittsburgh versus Houston. Houston got the #1 defense, bro. Like, it's gonna be a low scoring game. Because Warren has been heating up, bro. He played well last game, but I think Houston's gonna stop that guy. And then Buffalo and Jags. Oh man, Buffalo and Jags. That's gonna be a shootout, bro. I think it's gonna be like a 30+ game on scoring on each side of the field, bro. That's gonna be a scoring game right there. Buffalo and Jags. The Chargers defense just needs to step up against New England, bro. That's all they got to do, and then protect Herbert. That's it. But I think that Jags and Buffalo game is going to be a freaking shootout. Houston and Pittsburgh is a toss-up. I mean, yeah, you could definitely, you could 100% say that just because, like, do you fully trust Aaron Rodgers or do you fully trust CJ Stroud? You know? I don't know. I still think Josh Allen's really good. I don't think he's overrated. I just don't think he has any receivers this year. And he still made it to the playoffs. But I don't think he's overrated. I think he's a really good quarterback. Okay, here we go. We'll see what happens today, chat. Ten minutes reminder: sneaker shock job. Be prepared for any release type. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, it's not overrated, but he's just underachiever for sure. You know, like, you got to think about this, bro. And Patrick Mahomes' defense. I mean, not Patrick Mahomes, but in his defense, like, it's just Patrick Mahomes was just a better. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs were just a better team every time in the playoffs. Like, imagine you going up against Kansas City Chiefs every single playoff game, bro. Like, it's tough. I mean, you're going up against one of the best teams in the NFL every single year. You know, like, and Eagles could arguably be one of the best teams in the NFC in the last 5 years as well. Like, I mean, you got the Niners, you had a few other teams, you got Detroit Lions and stuff like that. But, like, come on, bro. When you're up against a team like Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, like, it's tough, bro. It's tough, bro. It's tough, man. It's tough to beat that. And I feel like that's the reason why people call Josh Allen overrated. That's it. But he was just up against a good team. People are like, I mean, the whole NFL, a lot of people are hating on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs for the last, what, five years, bro. You know? Just cop Kobe's. There you go, Tito. All right, here we go. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Jake Hurts. Who's Jake, bro? Who's Jake Hurts, bro? Jake Hurts went against Patrick Mahomes twice and outperformed him in the Super Bowl. Yeah, the second time. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, right, it's a Super Bowl. It's any given Sunday once again. And the Eagles, like I said, I said this again. The Eagles could arguably were one of the best teams in the NFC in the last 3-4 years. Period. That's the whole point. You know what I mean? That's why I even said, like, I wouldn't even be surprised if the Eagles make it back to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, as many as some of you guys are saying too, like, and some of you guys are biased because you guys are Eagles fans. Jalen Hurts has been having bad games. Like, he didn't have the best season. But I'm not sitting here saying that Jalen Hurts is overrated. Right? That's just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, you're arguably like saying, like, I'm admitting this, like, Eagles are the best team in the last like four or 5 years in the NFC. Just like the Patrick Mahomes and Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's like me personally, I didn't want to go up against the Eagles. I didn't. Hurts is overrated. It's okay to say. I don't know if I could say that, man. Like he's won a Super Bowl, right? And I mean, they make it to the playoffs every single year. Feel me? Like they're a good team. So Chiefs had a bad year after they lost to us. I tell you this, dude. Chiefs fans are 100% going to talk their smack if they're back in the playoffs, bro. It's just like Chiefs fans already know that it's like, all right, we'll take this blow and we'll take this smoke from everybody, but don't be laughing if they make it back to the playoffs next year. So here we go. We got 1 minute. I'm not even sure if anything is going to happen. So you guys let me know if you guys hear anything on social media. This was just all from social media saying the restock this, restock that. So Jalen has a different offensive coordinator every year, while Josh Allen and Pats have had continuously with theirs, and yet, but the thing is, like Josh Allen doesn't have any receivers this year. You know, like imagine if he had two great receivers. Like, come on, Jalen Hurts. He has overall a good offensive. Hold on, let me see. We got a minute. Hold on, I see nothing either, chat. Hold on. We have a minute. I don't want to get distracted off this real quick. Here we go. I don't see anything, chat. You guys let me know. Did Caitlin Clark post anything? I don't see anything so far. Anybody? Is it there? Is it not there? What's the word on the Flight Club 4s? They're dropping next week Saturday, bro. Next week Saturday, we're going to have EA exclusive access on JD Sports and Finish Line. So, I mean, we'll see. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, it's exclusive access. So it's EA. Did anyone get EA? I think it's EA. According to what... Check access. It's only for selected accounts. That sucks. That's so stupid, bro. It's EA. I ain't never get EA. Anybody get EA? It's on Kobe's. Caitlin Clark's. Did anyone get EA? It says check EA on Sneakers app. EA on Sneakers, chat. And then obviously DSG in store. Anybody get EA? Anybody? Anybody get EA? Nope. I ain't get no EA, dude. GG's. EA where? Sneakers app. Sneakers app. I wish I got EA. I ain't never get EA before. I don't think I got EA last year. Just like the whole link thing. Anybody? Told his coaches that he's declaring for the draft. Big mistake in my opinion, especially after the football he put on a tape in the last month. How do you check? They normally like what's it called? They normally notify you. Let me see. Nothing. Anybody? I did. Let's go. Okay, Funk Mod got EA. Okay, at least we got somebody that got EA. I was like, yo, I don't think even EA is even happening. Got him. Seawell got him. Man, what the hell? Seawell got it? How the hell? Wow, people are actually hitting in store. Look at that, bro. Oh my gosh. People are hitting. I got him. Got him. Okay, so we had people get EA. That's crazy, bro. People got EA. I didn't get nothing. Got it. Now it says draw closed. I don't have it, so I wouldn't necessarily know. Got him. Congrats. Look, make sure you guys are posting your W. Project Baby got him. Mine says offer redeemed already. Yeah, I don't get no EA, bro. Got EA. Make sure you guys are posting your dubs. I'm pending. Good luck. Pending. It looks like people are pending. Size 12.5. Got him a size 12.5. Pending. Yep, nothing for me, unfortunately. I did not get a chance to copy Kobe's. Kobe 5. I didn't get them. Let me see. When did these end up releasing? Pending birthday EA. Let's go. Project Baby says got him in a size 10. Looks like a good amount of people are getting EA this morning. If you got EA, make sure you guys are posting your dubs. Got him. Oh, it gave it to me. I got EA. I got EA, chat. Oh, shit. I got EA. I got EA. Yo, I got EA. I got EA. I got EA, chat. See if I get them. Oh! Yo, let's go. I got him. I got EA. Anyone get EA? Wow. Yo, I can't believe I got EA. Let's go. I got the notification too. I got the notification. Wow. I got EA, chat. Got him. Wowzer. Anybody get EA? Dude, so many people got EA today. So many people got EA. Relax? What do you mean relax, dude? I got EA. I don't even care. Listen, I was just glad I got EA, bro. That's crazy. I've never gotten EA before. This is my first EA in this account. I never get exclusive access. I never get exclusive access. Got him size 11.5. I never get EA, dude. That's why I'm like, wow. What? Oh. Second EA on sneakers in 5 years. This was like, oh, dude, the last time, if you ask me when the last time I got EA, it was the off-white dunks. It was off-white dunks. Is it sold out yet, chat? I can't believe I got EA, bro. Dude, honestly, I told the employee out there at Nike, I was like, bro, I feel like I've been cooking because I've been buying all these shoes inside Nike stores, and I've been scanning my card code. Got him a size 11.5. There you go. Got EA wrap. Congratulations. Anybody hit? No insta close to got me it? Dude, so many people are hitting, bro. I got mine's late though. I got mine's like super late too. I got mine like 2 minutes ago. Send me an update saying draw close. Ellen said you missed out today. Stay tuned. Full size run still available, bro. Oh my gosh, dude, how much stock do they have with this shoe, man? That's the question. Like, how much stock do they have? Yo, check EA. Got him. Nom got him. Nom got him. Tanene for the 42-month re-up. Oh, look. Tanene got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Tanene, congratulations. There we go. Hey, first W of the year. Sold out? Is it sold out? It says closed for me. Just got mine. Congratulations. Wow. W. And it's crazy because, like, I bet you not a lot of people knew, but too many people knew about this. Check EA chat. Got the notifications. Anybody need a size 13? Tooth says. Tooth hit. How do you see if you got EA? I got the notification. I don't know if you guys got the notifications. Like, it said like redeem, whatever. It says, I don't even know. It said redeem or something like that. It says exclusive access on the Kobe's. Got him. I'm gonna ask my dad if he got EA. Is it close? Is it sold out? Finally in and my size 11 gone. Nice little surprise for this slow week. Nice. Yeah, facts. This was a surprise EA type drop. Didn't hit on my second account. Congratulations if anybody got them, man. Hey, man, listen. Nice little trade bait for anybody that needs, like, if you want, like, the Jalen Brunsons, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want certain shoes, hey, man, this is good, nice little trade bait action. Hit on my 2 accounts. There we go. Yeah, I got the late notification. Hold on. So many people are hitting. I got like late. Congrats to all who hit. CD says facts, bro. I didn't hit half a brick. Mr. Sheridan says, hey man, listen, dude. Hey, that too. You get like brick by bricks or something. Somebody here is still looking for it at DSG. But the thing is, like, in store is like dumb limited. I would absolutely check your Foot Lockers too. Chat, I would check your Foot Lockers. Price is tanking. Who cares if anybody wants them for the toe, you know? But I mean, it's totally up to you guys because I think there's a lot of pairs out there, dude, that people hit. A lot of people hit. Dude, I think people are panicking. People that are probably held onto their pairs are probably panicking. Congrats to W, just got him. Congrats, Will. Thank you so much for the 17-month re-up. 2 accounts, 2 dubs. Congratulations. On a 10.5, but I need 11. Anyone cool willing to trade emoji for a 10.5 1-to-1 podcast says. Prices dropped on StockX. Well, that's fine, bro. Who cares, man, if they dropped on StockX, man? I'm asking my dad if he got EA. So. Still pending? Yo, let me know if it's sold out. Let me know if it's sold out. Let me know. They'll go back up. They'll go back up. All the 5s do. I think so too. I think people are just panicking. That's why. I think people are just panicking. It's a Caitlin Clark. I mean, that's the same thing with like the Kobe 6s, like the Dodgers. Like once that shoe was like settled and done with, like the shoe went back up. I'm expecting that's what's gonna happen with the Caitlin Clarks. I think people are just panicking. The people that held on to the pairs. Whatever. Where did you find them? On Sneakers app. Sneakers app. Sneakers app. Sneakers app. So this was an unexpected drop. I'm not gonna hold you. I wonder if Eldon Monitor said anything else. Frank got him. W, bro. Frank got him. You got the notification link? You rocking for the next game? I don't really like these, bro. Not crazy on them. Frank hit on a size 8. Bring him out. That's why I told you guys to be patient with him. Let's see. Only size N and I laugh. It's funny because like I was gonna surprise the homie Francisco because he really wanted the shoe, and I got his size, and then it's funny because he on a size 8. I'll just have him trade me. Oh, that's so funny. W in stores and on sneakers app. Vorti says, "There you go. You hit 2 pairs." That's so funny. That's so funny. That's so funny. How can you see they're sold out? I don't know. I can't see. Yeah, I hit on a size 11, but it's for the homie Francisco though, because he was like he didn't hit on a size. It looks like they size 8 and below. So you get a Kobe, you get a Kobe, you get a Kobe, you get a Kobe, bro. Everyone gets a Kobe. Got him a size 9.5. There you go. Congratulations. There you guys go. Alden says stay tuned. Yeah, I gotta dip out soon. Let me see if there's anything else. What else did he say? He says keep checking on exclusive access. Log out, log back in if you don't get access. I don't see anything else that he said. Unless there's more things happening. Yeah, like I said, everyone is like going crazy. We got more heat on the way, he says. All right, well, there you guys go. Could be another mystery drop tomorrow on the sneakers app too. Not on the sneakers app, excuse me, but on the DSG tomorrow. Remember, DSG is dropping tomorrow, by the way, chat. DSG is dropping tomorrow. It's a mystery drop. If anybody's tapping in, chat, tomorrow we get the mystery drop on DSG. It could be for Kobe's. Again, I don't know. But like I said, we'll have to wait and see what happens. So DSG mystery drop is going to be tomorrow. On a size 14, no EA. Who in here did not get EA? Just comment me. Who in here did not get EA? Nike needs a shock drop the Chase B's, Jax. Me. Okay, so there's still a lot of people that did not get EA. I got EA but passed. No EA. Me. Yep. Well, Frank and I hit. We just hit each other's size. So like I said, I hit on a size 11. And then me and Francisco are just gonna swap sizes. Me, but I don't care. Izzy says, me. I got a size 7.5. Can I trade for a size 12? I mean, good luck. And unless no one's willing to get rid of their size 12, I doubt that anyone's gonna get rid of any of their sizes. I'm not going to complain. Nike sent me 2 pairs last time. I bet you and Frank are gonna swap. Tube says, I got EA 2 devices. There you go. Shout my boy. Anita, it was meant for us to be twins on the court. Frank says, you think I'm, dude? I don't even know, dude. I might just like try to trade these for the Caitlin Clark 6s, low key. 7.5 for a size 12 is diabolical. Bad start to not buying a... Dude, Izzy, don't remind me, bro. I know. Listen, don't remind me, bro. I was not expecting to buy this shoe. Okay, but whatever. It is what it is. Trash shoe because I didn't get EA. Man, I don't want to hear you complain, Bensi. You hit on fragments, dude. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. Chat, I think that was basically it for the shock drop today. I have to head out. Okay, if there's anything else, I'll let you guys know. I'll have a video 100% posted today for you guys. But I really do appreciate you guys for tapping in as always. If y'all don't mind hitting that like button. Congratulations to all the W's, dude. And this is what I tell you guys. This is what happens whenever you have to tap in on the slow days, man. You never know. Just because there's nothing going on doesn't mean there ain't nothing going to happen. This is the reason why we stream every single day. This is why we stream every single day, chat. This is why we stream every single day, because you just never know what will happen on the Nike Sneakers app. Okay, so that's why I told y'all, be a part of the notification gang. Press that bell button down below to be notified when all my streams and my videos do go up, so you guys are not missing out on anything, bro. Okay, so you guys are not missing out on anything. Okay, tap in. We'll be live tomorrow. We got the DSG mystery drop tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time, 7 a.m. PST. We'll see what happens tomorrow, and we'll see how this goes. All right, you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. The very first W of 2026, dude. Congratulations to all the dubs. Way to start. I'm out, chat. Have a good one. Happy Wednesday. Peace.